Going to happen at 8:30 this morning, folks. Make a note of it. Remember the old announcements when you used to use the regular landlines, and you used to call like a phone number, and you'd get that little doo doo doo. It's
doo doo doo.
We're sorry.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
I don't think my kids have ever heard that in their lives.
Right? Oh, they haven't.
No. I don't think my kids, like Julian and Chloe, I don't think they've ever heard the doo doo doo. We're sorry. The number you have reached, 813-832-19. Well, oh, hang on a second. It's not 9. They say the numbers. Hang on. Yeah. Let me do it again.
Okay, do it again.
Take two. Doo doo doo. We're sorry. The number you have reached, 813-832-1921, is no longer in service. Please make a note of it. Or, something like that. Remember?
Please check the number and try again.
Please check the number and try again. And then also, please make a note of it.
Yes, I've heard that. They're all coming back to me right now.
Believe it or not, there's like a website out there that has like all of the old phone sounds that we remember.
Yeah.
Like I remember like sometimes you used to like dial a number. Hold on, hang on, just pick up the phone here. Sometimes you dial a number. You dial a number and this is like the normal ring right here. I remember when I was a kid, there used to be like different ring noises. Like you'd call different places. And I'm not talking about like the European rings where you get the, when someone's on vacation in Europe and you're calling their cell phone.
We still have that. Yes.
You still get that when you call overseas and you're calling somebody like that. Let me hang up. They're overseas. When you call their cell phone and you get a different ring. But I remember there used to be like this. I mean, just like this, like it would scare the crap out of you kind of ring. And it was like a very abrupt, it was like echoey. It would go,
yeah, and what signified that? Whose numbers? I can remember that sound.
It would scare the living.
PTSD of that sound. What? So why would that happen? I remember it.
Yeah, it was the phone equipment. It was just the switching equipment that whatever the phone company used, and some different phone companies or different switching offices used different stuff. I just remember. How the hell did we get? Oh, by the way, if you try to call the number that I just did,
I was curious whose that is.
813-83. Let me see what happens when you dial that right now. Hang on a minute.
Is that a real number?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a real number, but do you know that person?
813-832. Uh-oh. I hope it's not a real number again. Nope, there we go.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
You have reached a number that has disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel that you have reached this recording error, please check the area code and the number and try your call again.
That number, if any idea what that number was, 813-832-1921. You can tell, like, the 832, that's a South Tampa exchange.
Yes.
832, 831, 835, 837, 839. Those were like, and then they went to like the 902s.
Yeah.
And
was that Blockbuster? The number for Blockbuster in South Tampa?
No, it was,
I'm trying to think of defunct things.
That was my private office line on Gandy at our old radio station.
It's still unused.
Yeah. So, well, they obviously abandoned that some time ago. No, but that was my old office line on Gandy when we worked for the old radio company. I had that number in my office for 20 plus years. Even when I went to New York, I was still working for Clear Channel and iHeart then. I still had my extension there for years. I had voicemail saved for like 15 years. The engineer called me up one time and said, "Yeah, hey, we're working and cleaning out the voicemails. You've got a ton of voicemails. You got like 200 voicemails saved or something." I don't know.
Was it the kind of voicemail that it's in a recorder on an actual desk where you play it? You play the button, press the button, or the voicemail within the phone.
What are you going back to 19?
No,
it was regular voicemail on your phone.
I thought you were talking about a recording.
There's no recording. It was the regular voicemail. Anyway, did I even say what's coming up at 8:30 this morning?
No, but can I give you one more phone sound that I used to love?
Go ahead.
Call waiting. Someone's buzzing through. It was like a soft beep.
Well.
Right? Not call. Yeah.
Yeah, but at first it was like a clunky click.
Okay.
Yeah. I think before there was the beep, I think there was like,
Was it just?
yeah. If I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
with call waiting, man, that was like the greatest feature ever.
It was
Oh my God.
revolutionary.
Instead of getting a busy signal, call waiting. And I think early on, before you got the little doop, little beep, I think it used to go just like a clunk, clunk noise, almost like someone's like disconnecting wires. All right. So we got off.
What's this about?
Got off on a little tangent. Got a big thing coming up at 8:30 this morning, folks, here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, I know why. Please make a note of it. Is that how I said?
Yes, that's how we got into all of this.
8:30 this morning, Jason Momoa is calling in.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Jason Momoa is.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Yeah,
Meredith, would you like to.
Meredith,
hang on a minute. Come on, Meredith.
just-
Grab
Yes.
microphone. Grab the Froggy Memorial mic over there, mic 2.
I love him.
All right. Jason Momoa or Froggy?
Well, we love both of them,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'd rather have sex with Jason.
Oh, jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, I plucked her out of obscurity from.
Well, I heard you. I was walking down the hallway. I'm like, what? And I turned back around.
Jason Momoa, like dog ears, like
This.
Do you hear high pitched sounds?
This is Meredith. I plucked her out of obscurity from Jacksonville, Florida in 2007.
Yeah, seven.
2007?
Yeah. Yep.
And now she's on her own radio as well. She's with Orlando.
Yeah.
All right. So you heard me say the door's open.
Yes, it is.
All right.
And
So-
I immediately turned around like a dog. I was
Yeah.
like, what did you just say? A
Yeah.
treat?
Yeah. Jason Momoa is calling us at 8:30 this
Are we
morning.
talking about how many abs he has
Yes.
or his workout routine?
Would you like to meet Jason Momoa on Saturday?
Yes. Do you have VIP tickets?
Yes, I will get
Front
you.
of the line tickets?
Yes, I
front of the
I-
Oh
line.
my God, you're universal.
I will get you front of the line
Okay.
VIP tickets. In fact, I'll even get you in early before the Mad Rush.
Roxanne.
How about that?
This is exciting.
Are you guys both going to do it?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm
we
very
are.
excited about
We
this.
just planned it.
All of a sudden, I have no plans.
All right, so here's the deal. It's going to be early. It's going to be like 10 o'clock,
Perfect.
10:30 on Saturday morning.
works.
Yeah.
All right.
And where is it?
It's going to be at Lucan's.
Don't tell anybody.
No, it's a
No,
big, it's a huge event.
Okay,
I'm,
all right.
I'm giving away VIP tickets
Okay,
today.
but I
and
don't want
tomorrow.
to stand in
Yeah.
line.
All right.
Okay.
So you're in. You and Roxanne.
And I can get a picture.
Yay.
In fact, Chris Giallo from Lucan's is going to be in the studio this
Oh,
morning. So
nice.
I'll introduce you guys and
Yes.
it'll get you all set up.
Liquor and Jason Momoa.
There
wait,
you
wait,
go.
Wait. Chris is going to be here. Does that mean Jason's going to be in here?
No.
He's just calling. He's just calling in.
Jason Momoa is calling in. All right.
Say it again.
Yeah. So Jason Momoa
Oh,
is calling
I'm
in.
excited.
So 8:30 this morning because he and his partner
I'll be back.
with their vodka they have this. It's Melee vodka, and they're going to be in town doing bottle signing on Saturday at Lucan's Midtown. So it's like I think the event is. I've got the whole sheet here. It's like 10:30 to 12:30 Saturday morning. Lucan's Fine Wine and Liquors on Dale Mabry between 275 and Kennedy Boulevard, the new Lucan's location. And Jason Momoa, Aquaman, is going to be in town this Saturday morning. Now, I will be giving away VIP packages this week. So we'll give away one with Jason on the phone at 8:30. Then I'll give away another one tomorrow. I'll give another one away on Thursday. So I'm going to give away 3 VIPs, and that gets you front-of-the-line access. You get in first, and you also get a 6-pack of their vodka with 3 signed bottles inside. So this is a hell of a deal. You know, you get to meet Jason Momoa. So we will have Jason Momoa live on the phone at 8:30.
8:30.
8:30 this morning. Here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, so stand by. Just getting rolling. It is 6:10. Traffic's on. MJ Morning Show back in minutes.
Humanity.
Morning Show on Q105. MJ and gang here. No Fester. We'll probably call Fester later today. I want to know what the latest on the duck situation is. Oh, I think he texted me the dude that got the Fabio duck from the Fabio duck smash in Froggy's face reenactment that we did some months ago. So we want to see if that guy that took Fabio and prevented Fabio the duck from being, turned into dinner. And this guy's got a little, duck farm in his backyard somewhere in like Pinellas Park area. He's got a little pond and everything.
Randy is his name.
So I think Fester sent me Randy's number. So we need to see if Randy will take the new baby duck that Fester was given from the poultry dealer near the airport.
Right?
Who sells fresh poultry and ducks and chickens and all that crap. All right, so we'll call Fester later on. He's in Hershey, Pennsylvania. He's right off the Hershey Highway.
Eating along the way. Selling
RVs because it's like one of the biggest RV shows of the year in Hershey, Pennsylvania, of all places. All right, so if you haven't heard yet, Jason Momoa will join us at 8:30 this morning because he's coming to town on Saturday morning. So if you would like to meet Jason Momoa, you'll be able to. I'll give you full details. It'll be Saturday morning, 10:30 to 12:30, and it's going to be at Lucan's Fine Wine and Spirits on Dale Mabry, just south of 275, just north of Kennedy, right near where Donatello is. Right, it's in the old Rooms to Go kids store, which they turned into this awesome new Lucan's Liquors. So Jason Momoa is going to be there Saturday morning pitching his vodka. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, so full detail. And we're going to give away VIP packages. You get, front-of-the-line access, VIP access. You get a 6-pack of his vodka, 3 bottles signed. So we'll give away a VIP package when he's on the phone at 8:30 this morning, and then I'll give away 2 more tomorrow and then Thursday here on the MJ Morning Show. I also want to talk about this stupid fashion braces trend. And do you know what fashion braces are?
I mean, when you say fashion braces, I immediately think braces as teeth.
Right, well,
so is it teeth designs for your teeth?
Hold on to that thought. I'll get to that in 1 second. I just want to check in with Andrew. Andrew, our producer. Andrew, are you legal or are you still driving around like a scofflaw?
I have a legal temporary tag.
Oh, so you did go to what? DMV or the AAA or the tax collector's office? Where'd you go?
Tax collector's office.
So why didn't you get a real license plate? Why do you have to get a temporary tag?
Because I didn't take the car with me, so they weren't able to compare the title to make sure that the VIN is matching.
Why the hell didn't you take the car with you?
I wasn't going to drive it without legal tag.
Oh, my God. Well, so don't you have to drive the car at some point?
And I have a legal temporary tag on it now.
Oh, so now you can drive. Oh, you're such a wuss bag. Oh, you were afraid you were going to get arrested in the parking lot?
Do it yourself. Take care of it for me.
All right, so wait a minute. You drove.
Have all those famous people that you have in every department in town. Take care of it for me.
All right. Here's the deal. So Andrew drove to Georgia. It's your girlfriend's mom's old car, right? And it's a 2000, what?
2008.
A 2008 Cadillac DTS. It's a land barge, right? So Andrew and his girlfriend, they went up to Georgia to get the car, and they drove it back illegally. Andrew just took the Florida tag off of his pickup truck and stuck it on the Cadillac and then drove from
allegedly
Atlanta,
yes.
Atlanta area, or what did you say, an hour outside of Atlanta?
Yeah, north of Atlanta, yeah.
An hour north of Atlanta. They drove it all the way home with fraudulent tags. And now he's afraid to drive it just from the radio station yesterday to the...
Well, if nobody brought it to everybody's attention...
All right, listen, I talked about it on this... Well, first of all, Andrew got all...
That's called bringing to everyone's attention.
Right. Yeah. Andrew got all...
That's the definition.
He got all cagey yesterday. He got all nervous and scared. He didn't want to talk about it on the show. I blurted it out. He gave me a death stare, and I got middle fingers, going at me, all...
Not just once, really.
All different ways.
It was up there for a long time, but it was just once.
Dude, come
a lot
on.
of birds flying your way.
Do you think that law enforcement has better things to do than to, wait in our parking lot or wait for you to come out of the building and then watch you drive off and then, light you up? Woo,
I see St. PPD out here all the time.
You could
sitting in our lot. There's a law office downstairs.
Yeah, they do. They use our parking lot as an office. They do. They use our bathrooms too.
Okay, well, they're welcome to those.
Yeah, so St. Pete Police, a lot of times they're sitting in our lot because they're doing reports on their computer. They're doing, police reports and paperwork. And also, they use the downstairs lobby bathroom. We're a little bit of a, quiet little pit stop. So, Andrew, come on. They were going to, wait for you and then, light you up and do a Tyreek Hill on you or something. That...
I would have opened the window.
Well, the thing is, Andrew knows the rule. Only commit one crime at a time. So you knew you had dirty tags. Yeah. So that was your one crime.
Well,
you
they were
weren't
legal
be
tags, just on the wrong.
Yeah, no, you're Missy Misdemeanor over there. Yeah, so Missy Misdemeanor. Yeah, so you can't take tags off another vehicle and put them on, and you drove off.
Still my vehicle.
You got all the way from Georgia to Tampa without getting pulled over. Were you driving the speed limit? Were you making sure you obeyed all traffic laws?
They have a lot of traffic radar traps up there.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah. So
and when you have incentive that you're going to go to jail if you get pulled over, you can follow the speed limit.
I am guessing that your ride from an hour north of Atlanta all the way back to Tampa with illegal tags on your girlfriend's mother's old Cadillac, I'm guessing you drove like a freaking model citizen. You were probably like...
When it was not raining, I did keep it rather tame.
Was there an element of excitement, though? Breaking the law. You guys are like fugitives.
Bonnie and Clyde. What's your girl? I don't even know your girlfriend's name. What's her name?
Lori.
Yeah, it's Andrew and Lori. It doesn't quite sound the same as Bonnie and Clyde, does it?
Andrew and Lori spice up their relationship with little misdemeanors here and there, right?
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Did I take that one off the board?
Yeah, that one's not up there anymore. That's okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you have temporary. You're such a wuss bag. You drove from Atlanta all the way back here with fraudulent tags, and you drove yesterday. You drove from your house in Carrollwood all the way to the studios here in St. Pete with the fraudulent tag on the car, the tag that belongs on your pickup truck, which is properly registered.
Allegedly.
And then you wouldn't drive from here to the tax collector's office to get
daylight where it's easier to see.
Come on, man. You're such a wuss. You drove 7-8 hours, and you're afraid to drive another 20 minutes locally to go get the tags for your car?
Have you sat in traffic lately in the afternoon?
Hey, do they have to, let me ask you, do they have to physically come out and look at the car?
They have to check to see that an officer has to compare the VIN.
Who?
An officer. The law enforcement people, laws. You've heard of those.
Hold on. They physically come out and check the VIN on the car?
Yes, they do.
I didn't know that. Wow. All right.
Otherwise, I could walk in with a title to anything and just...
Yeah, I guess you're right. What was that noise I just heard?
That was you. You heard your own voice.
Yeah,
that's why you were like...
Yeah, I thought that was my own voice.
Yeah,
so
that was your own voice.
What are you doing over there?
I was looking at I was surreptitiously looking at your IG. And I had full volume on.
Why are you stalking my IG?
Because I didn't look at it last night, and now I see the breaking news about Jason Momoa, and so I'm just catching up with you.
Yeah, as soon as it was confirmed that Jason Momoa was calling in this morning at 8:30 here on the MJ Morning Show, spread the word. 2 hours from right now, it's now 6:30 exactly. Jason Momoa joins us at 8:30 this morning, talking about his big appearance Saturday morning here in Tampa, where you can win the VIP package later this morning at 8:30. And then we'll give away more tomorrow morning and then on Thursday morning. And it's the appearance he's making at Lucan's on Saturday morning at 10:30. That's going to be a madhouse.
Oh, it really is.
Yep.
He seems like such a nice guy. It's not like Chris is going to give us, okay, you can't ask him questions about Aquaman. Okay, don't ask him questions about Game of Thrones. Like, he seems like he's open for whatever.
Well, Chris doesn't set the ground rules from Lucan's.
Yeah, but Chris will be in here with us, right?
Chris will be in here. But I did have a conversation with the people from the PR company.
Oh,
and
you did?
So,
okay.
this and that,
Oh, so there are rules.
Well, rules, schmools,
That's what we do around here. We break them.
6:31.
Ask Andrew.
6:31 at the MJ Morning Show. Let's do some early morons in the news next. Have a pretty good pile. Later on, I got to get into this whole fashion braces trend. This is the dumbest. I don't understand this. This is absolutely asinine. and it's coming up a little later this morning. First, we'll do morons. Oh, and then I got a message. A guy DM'd me last night. Remember the crazy moron story we had yesterday where the hospital patient was checked out of the hospital and he got into a lift?
Yes.
And the guy apparently had mental problems, and then he choked the lift driver with the
seatbelt.
With the lift driver's own seatbelt?
Yeah.
And was strangling him with the...
Nightmare.
A listener who works at a hospital wants to fill us in on Uber and Lyft rides from the hospital. So,
that'll be very telling.
Yeah, so he's going to fill us in around 7 o'clock, so stand by. All right, hang on. Early morons in the news next here on the MJ Morning Show. The cake girl wants to just... It is time for early morons in the news.
Been spending most their lives living in a moron's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a moron's paradise.
All right, here we go. Folks, if you are drunk, if you are ass-blasted drunk, you can't get behind the wheel of your car and say, officers, I'm in the self-driving mode in my Tesla. Can't do that. Doesn't work. Woman facing charges, this is up in Pennsylvania, in a multi-vehicle crash on I-95. Two people were killed. This happened back in March, right? She finally turned herself in. I guess she was on the run.
On the lam.
Turned herself in, but her excuse was that she was behind the wheel of her Tesla and she was in the self-auto driving mode.
So she acknowledges she was drunk?
Yeah, apparently so. Dimple Patel. Dimple. Yeah, those dimples are really cute until you're charged with 2 counts of vehicular homicide.
Butt dimples or face dimples?
I don't know. I don't know if she's got thigh dimples, butt dimples, who knows? Well, what are those back dimples that women get? You know?
Yeah, I have those.
You do it? Because some women have them, some women don't. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, look what else I have. I'm going to show you something.
Jeez, you're going to strip
Hold
your
on.
clothes off of me?
Hold on.
What are you?
Look, it just reminded me.
You going all Mons Venus on me over here? What are you doing? Oh my God, Roxanne is coming around to my side. Why you? Hold on, you have a tramp stamp? Hold on, what? I didn't know you had a tramp stamp. Hold on a minute. Is that real? Or is that temporary? Oh, that's temporary.
It's temporary.
Oh,
it's temporary. But I just realized, that I don't have any tattoos. I'm like, I'm going to show him my butt dimples. And and by the way, when I say butt dimples, I don't mean my actual butt. It's above your.
Yeah, what are those things called? You know what I'm talking about?
There's a special name, but some people call them gum holders.
Gum holders? What, like you just take your chewing gum and stick it in there?
Yeah,
like during lunch?
Yeah. Also known as dimples of Venus.
Dimples of Venus.
Yes. But no, you like that fake tattoo?
Nah. I didn't think you had a tattoo, and then you rip up your shirt and you're showing me your like a tramp stamp.
Yeah, so we did fake tattoos on Saturday night at my house.
Yeah, sounds like a thrilling time.
It was.
Sounds like a hell of a weekend over at your place.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever talk? I want to bring this up later. Remind me to bring up Doug.
Okay.
Remind me to bring up your husband, Dig Doug.
In regards to his Friday conversation?
Yeah, I'm really peeved. I don't get it. I'm just at a loss. But remind me, I want to talk about that maybe in the next segment. All right, so back over to Dimple Patel. Yeah, 23-year-old pre-med student from Philadelphia was charged at the end of August with DUI, tampering with evidence, reckless driving, homicide by vehicle. I mean, guess what? Her medical career is derailed. I don't think that she's going to prison. Anyway, she finally surrendered to state police late last week. I mean, the crash happened back on March 3rd. So I don't know. I mean, Dimple Patel, I don't know if she hightailed it over to the Taj Mahal or something, or, headed off to India or something. But they finally got her. She turned herself in. And I guess her excuse is that she was in hands-free driving mode when she was in the DUI crash. Folks, it doesn't work.
That's not my fault. Not my fault. It was the car.
Listen, if you are in control of the vehicle or you're in the driver's seat, you're going to get charged. I mean, listen, the obvious way you avoid this is you don't drink and drive. What a bonehead. What a total moron. Hey, speaking of morons, this is right here in Florida, Lake County, just north of us. A guy's accused of burglarizing a home in Paisley, Florida last month, arrested after presenting a deputy with a bag of meth and asking if he could test it for him. Who are these? Yeah, I mean, you get these stories, idiots that go down to the police station. Yeah, I think I got sold some bad coke. Yeah, I think I got ripped off. I think this could be a Drano. I don't think it's meth. Can you guys test it?
Or
put in that kit and you shake it up and see if it turns blue.
Or make sure it packs the punch it's supposed to. I want this to be high quality meth.
I mean, you get these stories every once in a while. So the deputy was patrolling around noon on August 27th on Highway 42. This is up in Lake County. Was flagged down by victims of the alleged burglary. The sheriff's office said on social media, one of the victims described the suspect identified as Timothy Gunter, 34, and pointed in his direction a little further up the road, telling the deputy that Gunter had just burglarized their home while the family members were inside. Mm-hmm. After catching up to Gunter, the deputy said the suspect spontaneously uttered that he had received some bad narcotics and then whips out this plastic baggie filled with a clear crystal-like substance. Gunter then told deputies that something was wrong with the substance and that he requested that it be tested. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with these drugs. Test these drugs for me. What a schmuck. What the? Anyway, the substance was tested, producing a presumptive positive result for methamphetamine.
And he was arrested after that, right?
Does methamphetamine lower your IQ to like 60? Yeah, booked into the Lake County Jail, faces charges of criminal mischief, damage to property of less than $200. Anyway, what a complete schmuck. Hey, there is video of a tow truck with a vehicle attached to it that this guy steals because the repo guy hooked up his vehicle and then the guy tries to flee. I mean, this happened up in Brooklyn, and it is insane. Now, you've seen these in the past. There are videos where the repo guy comes and hooks up a car, and then someone tries to get in their car and prevent it, spinning the wheels, trying to prevent the car from getting hooked up. Or if it is hooked up, they're trying to drive off the tow truck hook or drive off if it's a flatbed. A lot of the repo deals are those tow trucks where they're. Have you seen this yet?
No, I haven't. Okay,
right.
Andrew just pulled it up for us.
Andrew posted this on mjmorningshow.com in the As Heard on the MJ Morning Show section. And this is just, look at this. The guy is fighting with the tow truck driver. The tow truck driver in one of those kind of old school black tow trucks hooks up the vehicle, and then the guy whose the guy whose vehicle it is gets into the tow truck and steals the tow truck. And then the door is open. You understand what's going on?
Yes, I do.
The tow truck driver hooks up this vehicle, is that a Chevy or a Ford pickup, to be repoed. The owner of the pickup flips out, starts fighting with the tow truck driver. Then the guy whose vehicle was repoed gets in the tow truck, steals the tow truck with his pickup truck hooked to the back, drives off. The driver's door is open, and it starts smashing into all the cars parked along the side of the street, doing major damage. I mean, this is insane.
Wow.
This was last Friday in Sunset Park, which is a section of Brooklyn. I got a couple of good pizza spots in Sunset Park if you want to know about them.
You found them.
Yeah, I know where they are. You ought to see my list. Yeah, this happened on Friday. The tow truck driver tried to seize the guy's vehicle. It was a repo dude, and, man, it turned ugly. And like a dozen cars down the street were damaged.
Yeah, he's just bouncing into them.
Well, because the driver's door was open, and it gets caught on a bumper of a car right in front, and it rips the door nearly off. And then the truck door is just boom, 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 boom. It's just smashing all of these vehicles. I don't know if I can play the audio here. I don't know if there's curses on this thing. Andrew, are there curses on here? Can I play this? All right, here we go. Listen to the audio. Gets in the vehicle. All right, here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this. I mean, that's the truck door and the side of the truck smashing into all of the cars, like a dozen cars parked on the side of the road in Brooklyn. And then here he is driving off with the truck, and here's the first car. Oh my God!
Okay, you know what's right? I'm trying to think. The picture, the Wheel of Fortune, tick, 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 the thing that hits all the hits all the bars.
Yeah.
That's his door of his truck. It's boop, 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 just going down the row of cars, hitting all of them.
All right. Theoretically, Andrew has posted this video on our website. Hopefully, it's propagated for everybody. All right. So you go to mjmorningshow.com. Then right at the top, you'll see As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. Click on that, and the link should be near the top to see this video. And it is absolute insanity.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
There are a lot of repo stories out there.
Yeah, I mean, people get wound up when a tow truck driver comes along, but don't do that.
6:51 at the MJ Morning Show. The 7 o'clock hour starts next. Oh, we're going to talk to Logan. Yeah, Logan is a regular listener who works at a hospital who heard the story about the guy getting discharged from a hospital and got into a lift. And apparently we're dealing with a psychiatric patient. And then he tried to strangle the lift driver with his own seatbelt. And Logan wanted to tap in on the show and give us some insight. Because I said, Who calls the Uber? I mean, I can't imagine this guy, this mental patient.
Right?
I can't imagine that this wacko that he has an Uber account I'm like, who calls the Uber? So Logan wants to fill us in on potential Lyft and Uber driver strangulations with their own seatbelt. All right, so we'll talk to him in a second. And of course, we start the 7 o'clock hour next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. The holiday. It is 7:01 at the MJ Morning Show. I love when our listeners get proactive and interactive with the MJ Morning Show. You know, it's happened forever that, you know, we'll talk about something. People will call us. I'll get direct messages on Instagram, which are open. I'll get emails. And I'll get smoke signals. And, you know, when people want to add something to the show or, you know, we, trigger a memory or they got a hot tip for us, you know, people get a hold of us. You can always send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. In this case, Logan, an MJ Morning Show listener, sent me a direct message on my Instagram, which is Certified MJ Radio. And I responded, and he said, hey, come on. He had some insight into the Lyft driver. This was in Texas, and I did a big alert yesterday. I did like a big public service announcement, warning to Lyft and Uber drivers, be careful when you pick up patients at the hospital. If they're a mental case, you might get strangled with your own seatbelt, like what happened to this Lyft driver picking up some dude in Houston. At the Memorial Hermann Hospital in Houston, they requested a a ride for a patient that was getting discharged, but little did the Lyft driver know it was like a mental case guy. And the hospital puts this clearly mentally deranged individual in the Lyft. And I had asked yesterday, I'm like, who the hell, called for the Lyft or the Uber?
Good question.
In this case, it was a Lyft. The driver's name, Kehinde Ayula. And the guy is leaving the hospital, driving down the road, and the guy in the back is acting all erratic, grabs the driver's seatbelt from behind and starts choking the driver, almost chokes the driver out. He almost goes unconscious while he's driving. So the Lyft driver is suing Lyft and also the hospital, because apparently the hospital, he claims, knew that this guy was irrational, a maniac, and should not have been put in his vehicle. So I had asked the question yesterday, who's paying for this? Who? I can't believe that this guy has a Lyft account. The maniac that was like in the psych ward at the hospital, and then the hospital apparently called the rideshare for him. So I get this message from Logan, an MJ Morning Show listener. In fact, I see that he hits me up quite a bit. So Logan sends me a message. Hey, I work at a hospital. Let me fill you in on this. Logan, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you.
Hey, pleasure to have you on. And
Great to be here.
I appreciate you reaching out. All right, so you work at a hospital, and you were kind of messaging me yesterday that the hospitals have rideshare accounts to get patients out of there sometimes.
Right. So Uber and Lyft, they pretty much sign a contract with the hospitals. So they know who they're picking up.
Wow.
So they know what they're getting themselves into. So the drivers. So.
All right, but listen, Logan, it's one thing when you have somebody that just had hernia surgery or somebody that just had, some kind of medical procedure and they're normal, mentally. It's a whole different story when you call a rideshare for somebody that might have been in the psych ward or on some kind of psych hold, or that's the problem here.
That's the thing. So most likely the rides that people are set up for Uber and Lyft, the only rides that the hospital set up are for psych patients. So they already know exactly who they're coming to pick up.
Whoa,
interesting.
Wait a sec. Logan, you're telling me the only rideshares that are set up are for psych patients?
Yes. They already know who they're coming to pick up. They know they're not coming to pick up a regular patient.
So, you're telling me that at least you're in St. Pete, right? You're in Pinellas?
Yes.
So the hospital that you work at, any Lyft or Uber that comes to the hospital to pick up a patient that was called by the hospital, the driver,
that's for any hospital.
The driver should know or doesn't always know?
They do know.
So
that's why,
wow.
Like, if whenever they're quick to jump on these jobs because they know it's guaranteed money, and you never know how far you got to take somebody, so they're on it. It's like a big payday for them.
Why is it a big pay? Are they going to pay extra? Do they give a really good tip at the end?
No, not necessarily, but it depends on the distance. You know how whenever you get in the Uber, the distance is how much they charge.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You can go 40 miles, and that's a big chunk of change for you.
So once the ride is complete, does the hospital rate the driver and give him 5 stars and add a tip?
No.
So there's no tip and no rating when the hospital needs to get rid of a psych patient?
Just whatever the fee is, I believe.
Oh my God.
Well, I hope it's a higher fee than, since they're not getting the tip. So, Logan, I would also imagine that when a driver comes up, it's not like a hospital employee, someone who's dealt with the case can come out and say, hey, I just want to give you a heads up. This is the situation, because then they're violating HIPAA, right? So they can't talk about their patient.
Yeah,
right.
This guy just stabbed 2 nurses before we discharged him.
We want to get him out of here quickly.
Yeah, we got to get him out of this place. That is insane. Logan, this is crap. This is stuff I didn't know.
That's true, but at the same time, if the patient is too out there, then we wouldn't put him in a Lyft or Uber.
Okay. But you're telling me that it's almost always psychiatric patients that the hospital calls the Lyft or the Uber for?
Yes.
Wow. And you're saying the drivers know this when they do a pickup at the hospital from the hospital. So if it's a regular patient using their account, that's different than if it's the hospital account calling the
correct.
Uber or Lyft. The driver knows that, and they know it's most likely a psych patient.
That's correct.
Wow. All right, man. Logan, thanks for the insight, man. This is the stuff I learned.
Good info.
The stuff I learn on my own damn show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Logan, has there ever been the hospital that you work at, and you don't have to reveal it, has there ever been an incident with one of the rideshare drivers picking somebody up?
I've seen them bring them back.
Oh, Mike, really?
Return to sender.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Don't make me turn this Lyft around. Don't make me turn this Uber around.
That's what I've seen. I've seen them bring them back. I've heard of patients just jumping out of the car and just leaving because they don't want to go to the destination where they send them to.
Oh, you mean in mid-ride they'll open the door and jump out?
At a red light or something.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. Oh, my God. All right, Logan, man, look at the phones. Every single line has lit up. Logan, dude, thank you for being responsive, and thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely. You're very welcome.
Have a great day.
We got to get to some of these calls, but MJ,
my
did I ever tell
God.
you that I transported psych patients, patients from the psychiatric ward at Morton Plant?
What?
Yeah, I used to do that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I used to. I volunteered at Morton Plant when I was in college, and that was my job. I was a transporter, so I would go to the.
You were driving mental patients
No,
around?
No, not driving them in their wheelchairs. You know, from one place in the hospital to another. Like to go get an X-ray.
Oh,
or to go...
you were pushing
Transporting.
them.
Transporting.
You were. Oh, you made it sound like you were driving them in your car.
No, that was my title, transporter.
I don't know what's going on here. Every single line has lit up at 800-990-1047. Lisa in Plant City. Hi, Lisa.
Hey there.
Hey.
So a few months ago, I was working as Uber for about a year.
Yep.
And you do not know ahead of time who you're going to pick up. You don't know if it's a patient, if it's a friend, a relative, a regular patient. You have no idea. Not only that, when you go pick up somebody, you can also pick up somebody for rehab, which I have done a few times, and they have been sprung out of their head.
Well, I guess the point is that if you go to do a hospital pickup, if you're a Lyft or an Uber driver, you know if it just comes from a regular person's account versus what Logan was saying was that the hospital itself has their own Lyft and Uber accounts. So you would know whether you're getting a regular person ordering the vehicle or whether it's the hospital.
That's not true. You
Why?
don't know. Just because they have their own accounts doesn't mean anything.
Well, you would know that it was the hospital that's requesting the Uber.
Yeah, but so I have been, and I've picked up plenty of patients that had just had knee surgery or leg surgery or something like that.
All right. So you're disagreeing with Logan because Logan said it's almost all psych patients that the Ubers and Lyfts get called for.
No, because Logan doesn't drive for Uber. He just works at the hospital.
All right. Listen, thanks, Lisa. Thanks. I mean, the phones have exploded. Ontario is in Tampa. I thought Ontario was in California or in Canada. Hi, Ontario. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, Todd, how you doing? I'm Ontario from Rochester.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, Logan has the wrong information. We as Uber drivers, we don't know exactly what we're picking up. And we actually know of a few companies who uses Uber and Lyft as a third party to pick up patients from doctor's offices and from their own home to go to the doctor's office.
All right, so Ontario, you're a rideshare driver?
Yes, sir.
All right, have you ever had a passenger in the back seat grab your seatbelt and try to choke you out?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But at least I can notice when they come in, like, like the lady before me was saying that, they're strung out of rehab.
Yeah, they put somebody in your car, the eyes are all rolled back, and all you can see are the whites of their eyes. You know, they're all...
not drooling like that, but you can tell they are.
All right. Ontario, thanks for the call. George in Zephyr Hills. George, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Hey, George.
Hey, Hey there. Hey, I drove Uber for about 4 years, and that's the guy, the first guy, he was totally wrong. You don't know what a person's situation is unless they tell you. Also, in the health, I work in the health field as well, healthcare field. It would be a violation of HIPAA for them to tell you what's going on health-wise.
I guess if they roll somebody out in a spit mask and a straitjacket, it might be a tip.
You would exactly. That would tip you off, but everything else, it's a luck of the draw. I mean, I would imagine. What about things like COVID? All those things that you are exposed to, they don't tell you that.
All right.
They don't tell you anything.
George, thanks for the call. Have a fantastic day. Let me grab Angel in Lakeland. Angel, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, how you doing?
Doing fine.
I was just calling for the same reason. The first guy, he didn't know what he was talking about because...
Oh, man, all these rideshare drivers are calling up, giving Logan a hard time. Go ahead, Angel.
Yeah, he didn't know what he was talking about because they don't give you a tip, and you don't know who you're picking up. It could be a patient, and the patients have their own accounts through their medical plan that pays for it.
Oh, so all right. So the medical plan, you're saying, pays for the ride share, for the Lyft or the Uber, not the hospital?
99% of the time, yes.
All right. And are you driving for Lyft or Uber right now?
I'm driving right now for Uber.
All right. Has anyone ever grabbed your seatbelt and tried to strangle you?
No. I had a crazy guy, but he didn't grab the seatbelt.
What did he do?
He kept telling me to stop because he kept seeing somebody that he thought that he knew. He kept telling me to stop. So one of the times that I stopped, he got out of the car, and I just drove away. It was too crazy.
Got out of there. Wait, so he would just see people on the side of the road and claim that he knew those people, and then one time he got out and you just drove off?
I just drove off because it was too crazy for me.
I'm out of here.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good day.
Take care, MJ.
Oh, man, that was an instant segment out of nowhere. Look at
It really was.
God.
None of that made the part about the not tipping, but they want to go pick them up. That's what really threw me. That didn't make sense.
Wow. All right. 7:15 at the MJ Morning Show. Folks, Jason Momoa, Aquaman, Dune. Jason Momoa is part of a vodka brand. And we will have Jason Momoa on the show at 8:30. Jason Momoa is calling in at 8:30 for Meili Vodka because he's making an appearance Saturday morning in South Tampa at Lucan's on Dale Mabry. So we're going to give away a VIP ticket package a little after 8:30. We'll have Jason Momoa on the line and his partner, and we're going to give away a VIP package. So you get to cut the line, meet Jason and the first batch of folks. You get a 6-pack of his vodka, 3 bottles signed. So we'll have Jason Momoa on live at 8:30. We'll give away a VIP package today, and then I'll give away another one tomorrow, Wednesday, and I'll give away another one on Thursday for Lucan's this Saturday to meet Jason Momoa, 10:30 to 12:30 at Lucan's on Dale Mabry in South Tampa. 7:16 at the MJ Morning Show. We start an hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ next. And we are loaded, including a dude found something shoved up his nose that was there for 25 years. What the hell?
It's part of you by then.
What the hell was shoved up a guy's nose for 25 years and it finally came out? You're not going to believe this story. That's just one of the things coming up. Oh, the con artist story.
Ooh.
Oh, this book. Apparently, this was a big summer read. There is no Ethan. If you want to hear the creepiest con artist story, and the con artist turns out to be a female doctor, this is crazy.
Violating her Hippocratic oath.
All right, listen. We have a lot of stuff coming up because we have an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. If you're making a move or if somebody... It is 7:24 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and Roxanne this week. Fester is right now on the Hershey Highway, I think. You know what? He pulled a little wambuki on me.
Did he not tell you that? He said to me that he was going to be out on Monday, and I knew why.
No. He wambukied me. In fact, I have a whole calendar because I remember I sent the email out to you guys about a month ago to clarify. I said, remind me of your days off, because I knew that Fester needed some time off in September, where we are right now, and then you're going to be out next week because you're going on some booze cruise or something.
Yeah, it's a booze cruise. I'm sure Disney wants that sort of reputation.
You're going on the loser cruiser, right? Is that right,
the loser cruiser? Yeah, the Disney Wish.
Fester was only supposed to be out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He told me that he was going to be leaving after the show on Tuesday, that he was going to go right from the show to the airport. So I don't know how that turned into.
Right.
Fester, it was out yesterday and today.
He really there.
It's going to go to voicemail. It's going to go to voicemail right off the bat. And then I got to call back. Oh, no, it's ringing.
Feel free to leave a message.
There it is.
All right, let me call right. Hang on.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted that extra day to get organized, is what I'm gathering.
So why did he mislead me?
Surprise.
Hey. Oh. Hey, where are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm dropping Hadley off at school.
He's taking me to school.
Kid is
Shut up.
great.
What are you doing?
That kid's
Making
great.
so much noise.
I'll leave her alone. That kid is great.
Yeah, come on. Pipe down there, kid.
I love her.
No,
He's taking me to school. Leave us alone, MJ.
That's
Mr.
just,
MJ.
That's just funny. All right. So, Fester, why did you wambuki me?
I didn't wambuki you.
Yes, you did. I have the email where you said you were going to be working yesterday, Monday, and that you would be working even today, and you were going to leave after today's show to go to the airport to fly to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So you wambukied me. Why did that suddenly change? I've got the email.
Read to what date was that email sent?
That email was back in mid-August.
Right. So there's been a dramatic change in plans.
Well, obviously, because I'm like, wait a minute. Fester was supposed to be here Monday and Tuesday, and then suddenly you're not in Pennsylvania. You're still in town, and it's like you screwed me over.
How did I screw you over?
Because you were supposed to be here on the show yesterday and today, and suddenly you're not.
On Friday, when we have our 15 seconds of camaraderie before we part ways for the weekend.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, next week, this is the schedule. There's been a change in plans. Roxanne's off for the entire next week, and I need to take Monday, and I'm not going to put myself in a jam on Tuesday, so I'm going to take next week. So it's MJ and Roxanne this week, and it's MJ and Fester next week. And you said in your very dismissive, smarmy little tone, okay, okay. That's what
Hold
you
on.
said.
Hold on. Smarmy, dismissive little tone?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it was intended, but you had a tone to you.
I didn't have a tone.
Okay.
I did not have okay. I didn't have a tone.
It was a dismissive tone more than it was a tone.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
I said, Roxanne was there. I said, Roxanne, I'm out all next week. I need to take Monday, and I verbalized the whole thing to the.
I approved it. Yes.
Okay. All right. So when do you get on a plane to head up to the Hershey Highway?
I think it's 9:30 or something.
Are you flying like a Legion or something?
No, we're flying Death Air.
what?
No, we fly American.
Okay.
I take American to Philadelphia.
I don't need your itinerary. All right. So listen, Fester. What?
I did call American yesterday and told them I broke my leg, so I got all first 5-row aisle seats.
Oh my God. You are such a scam artist, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I broke my left leg, man. You know.
Hey, did you send me the Duck Guy's phone number?
I put it in yesterday's. Yesterday, I sent you a text message with Randy's number.
All right, so I got to call Randy. Is the duck still okay at your house?
Hadley, how's the duck?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try to call Randy on the show later this morning and see if he can swing by and pick up the duck. Okay.
You know, I'm sure if Randy's accepting, we could work something out to where there's a duck rendezvous point.
Okay, and maybe
the duck has grown in the week that we've had the duck.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Yep.
You know, the duck has a name.
Quackers.
Quackers.
So I can convince him to get us another one so I can name it Cheese so we can have cheese and quackers.
This is what I'm dealing with.
Hadley from the backseat lane. I love her. She's great. All right, Fester, let me roll. Thank you, you Wambuki artist. I'll see you next week.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, I hope you have a great show and you sell a bunch of RVs up at the. This is like one of the biggest RV shows in America.
It's certainly the biggest RV show in central Pennsylvania. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Very
good. This is a really big RV deal.
Okay, very good. All right, have fun on the Hershey Highway. See you later.
One more thing.
Yep.
He just hung up. He just hung up on you.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He's a comedian. All right, it's 7:30 exactly. 7:30 exactly. That means we're 1 hour away from Jason Momoa calling in. That's right. Aquaman, Dune, upcoming Minecraft. Jason Momoa is calling in. Why? Because he's coming to town. Jason Momoa and his partner Blaine Halverson will be in town at Lucan's in South Tampa. That's their Midtown location, just south of 275, just north of Kennedy Boulevard. They're going to be there this Saturday from 10:30 to 12:30, 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon, 12:30, and they're going to be, signing bottles. There are VIP tickets that you can get. We're going to be giving away a VIP package later this morning. It gets you and two friends into the event, and you get a 6-pack of their vodka, their May Lee vodka, with 3 bottles in the case actually signed. And you get to meet the one and only Jason Momoa at Lucan's this Saturday morning beginning at 10:30. But I've got your VIP front of the line passes. You get in the VIP line. You don't go in the regular line. And I'll be giving away the VIP package today when we have Jason Momoa on the phone. We'll give away another one tomorrow when we don't have him on the phone. And we'll give away another VIP package on Thursday also when we don't have him on the phone. All right, so 3 VIP packages. I'm excited about this.
I have like 20 questions for Jason Momoa. How many am I allowed to ask?
Well, please submit those to me in writing first so I can approve those. All right, so stand by 1 hour, 8:30, Jason Momoa live here on the MJ Morning Show. Got a question for, well, Andrew, question for you, Roxanne, question for all of our listeners. How many alarms do you set in the morning? And most of us use our cell phones these days. The old West Clocks alarm clock or the old, clock radio. A lot of people don't use those anymore. I mean, I'm hoping you have a clock radio or a radio next to your bed still on your nightstand that you can, listen to the MJ Morning Show when you wake up. I mean, ideally, I would love you to have an alarm clock with a radio that you wake up to the MJ Morning Show, because what's better than my voice waking you up every single morning?
Time to get up, get out of bed. You can hear that whole little jingle at the beginning.
Yeah, we play that at about 5:58 every morning. Well, not every morning, depends on where the clock is. This old classic. Yep.
Time to get up,
get out of bed.
Let a radio genius climb into your head. Get a totally unpredictable start to your day. Get your daily dose of MJ Morning Show.
Anyway, so that's the old MJ jingle. The question remains, though, how many alarms do you set in the morning? Because sleep experts, they have a number on how many alarms you should set.
What?
Yeah, I saw the story on the Fox News website.
How about one?
No. Listen, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna peel back the curtain on the private life of me, MJ. Would you like to know how many alarms I have?
I would love to.
I'll tell you what. I will do my revelation in just a minute. First, though, it's a good operation. I know that when I have when I have my physical and my doctor sends my blood work off, they send the blood to the Cleveland Clinic, because I guess they think that the Cleveland Clinic's blood work is better than other blood work.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar with the Cleveland Clinic. So what is the number of alarms that you should set to wake up every morning? And if you have more than one, that's right. If you have more than one, you're screwing up your quality of sleep. And this is from Dr. Alicia Roth, a sleep psychologist at the Cleveland Clinic. And she says the more alarms you have, the harder it's going to be for you to wake up in the morning. The more times that you hit the snooze button, and that's you try to squeeze another 5, 10, 7, 8, 15 minutes out of your sleep, it's more interrupting of the sleep cycle, according to Dr. Roth. So do not set more than one alarm. And listen, to me, that's not practical, because if you do just turn that one off, then I could sleep through the whole damn show. So how do you get up? What is your deal?
My alarm goes off and I jump out of bed.
What do you use, though? Do you use the phone? All right.
My phone.
So
so my phone starts beeping. I get out of bed, and half the time I'm already up, because I wake up like 5 minutes before my alarm. Probably 50% of the time I'm already lying there. But then it goes off and I jump out of bed and I run to the restroom and start doing my thing.
I never wake up
prior
before the alarm goes off. No.
No.
All right. So would you like to know how many alarms I have set up?
Well, this is a very important thing here.
Yep.
So you don't ever want to miss it. You've never missed it since I've known you. You've never missed it.
I've never been late for this show.
No, you never have.
I have never, ever, ever. The only time that I'm going to be late for the show is when Beasley fires me for budget cuts, or I have a heart attack and die in my sleep.
Well,
that's like the
right. Or even like bridge. We've had, what's funny is we've had instances where some of us haven't made it to work on time because there's been a crash on the bridge or something, and somehow you're miraculously here. So your alarms. I'm going to say
a couple of years ago, there was a time I had to do the first 20 minutes of the show on the phone from the car.
That's right.
Because that happened once because of traffic and a big accident on the Howard Franklin.
Yeah.
That was like a couple of years ago. All right, so here we go. the number of alarms that I have set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Are you a psychopath? What is wrong with you?
I have 12 alarms set.
Wait, what happens in between all those alarms going off?
Hang on. I am always up by the second alarm.
What, do you just let the first one go on and on and on, or you snooze the first one?
No, I snooze the first one, and then I'm generally up by the second one. So I have, I go deep just in case for whatever reason, if I just keep sliding that snoozer, if I keep sliding it on my phone, I have just a deep bench.
It's ridiculous. You know why it's so ridiculous?
Why?
Because the bigger risk to not waking up doesn't have to do with, are you going to go deep into your snoozes? And the bigger problem is, like, if your phone doesn't update and your phone doesn't go off, then none of those 12 alarms are going to do anything for you, buddy.
Yeah.
You need like other alarms. If you want to go 12 deep, then do your alarm clock around the house. Get some old-fashioned plugins.
Yeah. So I have 12 alarms, but I'm always up. I just have all these like safety nets just in case. But I never go past 99% of the time. I don't get past the second alarm, which is set 1 minute after the first alarm. So I'm usually up on the first one, but I would say maybe 25% of the time I get to the second alarm, which goes off 1 minute after the first alarm. But I do set a total of, I toggle on 12 different alarms every single night before I go to bed. So,
okay.
And you think I'm a psychopath?
Yeah, because I'm just picturing, what are you going to do? Like, snooze your way all the way to, you have those 12 safeties in place because you think you're going to snooze your way all the way to the 11th and like be in a sleep. Oh, I'm still tired. Boom, 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 boom. Like, how would you ever imagine that would happen?
It's just a safety net. It's just a backstop after backstop after backstop after backstop.
That's really obsessive.
maybe just a wee bit. Maybe a tiny little teensy-weensy bit. All right, 7:39 at the MJ Morning Show. I brought this up earlier, and I was going to do this in the first hour, but we kind of got sidetracked. I don't understand fashion braces. People are putting braces on their teeth with no actual orthodontic reason, just because it's a fashion statement. Fashion braces. This is a trend. You can buy fashion braces to put on your teeth to make it look like you're wearing like braces from an orthodontist. Who would do this?
Well, you know what I did when I was in middle school? Who hasn't done this? Andrew, you seem like the kind of person who would have done this. I used to put tinfoil on my teeth to pretend like I had braces.
Oh, and I'm the psychopath. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Nothing is better than having tinfoil touch your fillings.
I don't have fillings.
Well, I'm sorry. You're Miss Perfect over there.
I'm Miss Perfect.
Sorry.
No, I have some now. I have a couple now. But when I was a kid, I didn't have any fillings. I put tinfoil. This was like in 5th grade. I put tinfoil on my teeth to make it look like I had braces. And then I got what I wanted.
But how does putting tinfoil on your teeth make it look like you have braces?
Well, they were all silvered out. I mean, they were just all silver.
Like you were like the Jaws guy in the James Bond movie? What?
So I did that in 5th grade, and then I guess I got my wish because my teeth came in and I had an overbite. I went full throttle with braces and headgear.
You were a drooler too, weren't you? You were a bad drooler.
Yeah.
You had headgear?
Yeah, I did. I didn't have to wear it to school, but I did have to wear it at home.
Do they have headgear anymore?
I don't know, but I had to have it.
I remember some kids used to show up at school with the whole headgear on and like a helmet with all the wires, and I was like, what the crazy. Anyway, so dental professionals are saying don't put on fake decorative braces, which you apply at home. These are known as fashion braces because the metal done at home can actually cause painful tooth damage and detrimental misalignment, and it can cause you to get some kind of an oral infection.
Oh, I bet.
And tooth enamel doesn't grow back. I guess there's a Dr. Sam Lee, and he's an orthodontist in Southern California. and he did an interview recently, and he's like, he's seeing this more and more. But who would, if you don't need braces, who the hell, what teenager or young adult wants to, do you know anyone that's put on fake braces? You know what?
Me.
Other than you in 5th grade with your Reynolds wrap. All right, hang on a minute. All right, 800-990-1047. Are you a fake braces wearer, or do you know anybody? I can't imagine I'm going to get phone calls on this. Come on. Do you know anyone that uses fashion braces, puts on, where do you buy this? Like on Amazon? Like, hold on.
I'm looking at some of the pictures. It's like they have little colorful rubber bands.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me go to Amazon quickly and see if you can buy fashion braces. Fashion braces teeth. All right. Let's see here. Temporary tooth decoration with metal. Oh my God! Yes,
they're colorful.
You buy them on Amazon.
Yeah,
$23.59, $21.99. 1 day Prime delivery. Oh my God! This is ridiculous. All right. Let me just try to grab a call or two here. 800-990-1047. Do you wear fashion braces? Do you know anyone that puts on these fake braces? They don't need them, but they put on the fake braces. And again, for what reason? Why is that attractive? I mean, you wear braces as a necessity to fix up your mangled mouth so you have a great presentable smile and aligned teeth. I mean, if you don't need braces, why the hell would you put them on?
It's braces envy.
Oh my God, I was a hellion on braces. So when
you had them?
Yeah, I had. Are you shocked?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I seemed like the kind of guy who has perfect dentition from the get-go.
I was a what?
I said, seems like the kind of guy who would say, "Oh, I had perfect dentition from the get-go." I don't know.
Why would I say that?
I don't know.
No, I've got flaws. I'm flawed. All right. So I was a hell patient with braces, and initially they just did the braces that the ones that epoxy on the center of the tooth.
Yeah.
And man, I was busting those like every hour.
Just picking them off?
No. Just like, whatever I was doing.
Shoving food in your face?
Yeah. I mean, chewing on rocks or, whatever. So they were always coming off. I literally was at the orthodontist easily 2-3 times a week. And that happened for a couple of months. And then finally they said, we're out of this crap. So then they put the hole around the tooth wraparound. And that was rough.
Painful.
Yeah. All right, hold on a minute. Andrew,
you have a couple calls.
Andrew thinks he has some calls here. All right, let me grab line. Andrew, what line can I grab here? Because he's got the 2 calls that appear to be screened. Let me grab Kevin in Bradenton Beach. Kevin, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's Reddington Beach.
Where are you?
Reddington.
Reddington Beach.
Oh. He said he wrote down Bradenton Beach. I'm like, all right. Reddington Beach, that's a little different. That's a different county. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, adult film stars.
What?
Huh?
They put on the adult film stars.
Hey, can you pick up the regular phone? Your hands freeze terrible. Can you do that? Kevin? Hello.
Yes,
my God, Kevin! It's like the Wizard of Oz just went from black and white to color. My God, it's like this is the clearest phone I've ever heard. Now, all right. So Kevin, start again. Who's wearing fake braces?
Adult film stars.
You mean porno stars?
Yeah, they do it to make themselves look younger.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
Oh my!
That's something.
Oh my!
Boy, you're educating us, Kevin. We never would have tied those two things together.
Porn stars put braces on to make them look. Oh, that's like pedophile stuff.
Yeah.
It's another fetish.
Oh my God! All right, thanks for
not personally, but
right.
Yes, that is another fetish.
So you've heard.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, Mario in Newport Richie. One more call, then we're going to move on. Mario, what do you know about fashion braces? People that don't need braces that put them on their teeth anyway.
Yes, sir. I went to Dominican Republic to get it done over there because they are a little less inexpensive than here. And over there is a pandemic. Everybody that doesn't need braces has braces. They have.
I wonder if Wander Franco's 14-year-old girlfriend has braces.
Probably, but with the money that she made from him, she probably got the real one, sir.
All right. Mario, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I mean, but it's my understanding that the people that are wearing fashion braces here, they're just buying these kits and doing them. It's like DIY. It's do it yourself.
Yeah.
All right, 7:48 at the MJ Morning Show. 8:30 this morning, so not that far from right now. 8:30 this morning, Jason Momoa is going to join us live. Jason Momoa and his partner, Blaine, will be calling in because they're plugging Meili Vodka, which Jason is one of the owners of the brand, and Jason Momoa and Blaine are going to be at Lucan's Wine and Spirits this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., and they're going to be autographing bottles of the vodka, and they've got a regular line, or you can buy VIP tickets. And I tell you what, it's a good deal because if you buy the VIP tickets, you get the VIP line access, and you get a 6-pack of the vodka, and 3 bottles are signed. So I'm going to give away a VIP package with Jason Momoa on the phone a little after 8:30, and then we'll give away another VIP package tomorrow and then another one on Thursday, all here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, so stand by. Hey, we lost a giant yesterday. We lost a massive, booming voiced individual in the world of film and stage, theater. News broke yesterday afternoon that James Earl Jones passed away. James Earl Jones, best known as the voice of Darth Vader. Now, he wasn't actually in the outfit. Yeah, he wasn't in that thing, but he provided the voice, the booming voice of Darth Vader. And he lived a hell of a life. I mean, he was 93 years old.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
That's James Earl Jones.
Wow. The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Yeah.
What a career.
The Force is strong with this one.
I mean, that's what he's most known for. Listen, he was in Field of Dreams.
Yeah, he was in...
Coming to America.
Oh, Coming to America.
Yes.
He was father of Prince Akeem. I loved him in that.
He was Eddie Murphy's father. Yeah,
yes.
Eddie Murphy's father in Coming to America.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Yeah, also, he was the lion voice in The Lion King.
Yeah, Mufasa.
Mufasa. I've never seen that movie.
Oh, it's great. Both the original and the live-action remake.
I have never seen The Lion King.
Don't underestimate the Force.
Yes, and also, James Earl Jones did this.
This is CNN.
That's James Earl Jones as well. I met him back in 1991. He stopped by our radio station. I was working for WPLJ, 95.5 WPLJ, New York. And he stopped by. Can't remember why he was in the building, but he stopped by and he rolled into my production room. I was the creative director for WPLJ New York, and I was also on the morning show every morning as one of the side players. And James Earl Jones was in the studio with us for a while, and then I took him back to my production studio, and I had him do, in the CNN voice, "This is PLJ."
That's funny.
Yeah.
This is CNN.
And we used that for a while, but it was free. He didn't charge us for it, and we got him to do a free voiceover. So I met James Earl Jones. He was so quiet.
Was he really? He didn't have...
Yeah.
Okay.
He was just so... and, he was a big guy with that booming voice.
Powerful voice.
Yeah,
he used it wisely.
I mean, he was very nice, but he was so subdued. He you'd expect him to have, just this booming personality, but he was kind of meek, actually.
But maybe he's just listening.
But very, very nice guy. And James Earl Jones, voice of Darth Vader from Field of Dreams, the lion,
Mufasa and Lion King. And a couple other things he was one of only a handful of actors to have earned the EGOT. You know what that is, right? Emmy?
Well, he had Emmy, Grammy, and Tony.
Oscar and Tony.
Yeah. And he got an honorary Oscar.
Honorary. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes. So he had an honorary, I think, like an achievement Oscar.
Yes.
So he had all of those awards. Did you know also that James Earl Jones, that he had a stutter?
Did he really?
When he was a kid, he had a stutter.
Well, sometimes.
And essentially, he was a mute until he was 14 years old. Listen, I don't know.
Came into his voice.
Listen, I read that. But he didn't like to speak because he had a terrible stutter, and he was essentially like a mute until it's like you hit the mute on the remote control. Yeah, let me hit the mute button over here. Until he was 14, and then look at the career that he had.
Yeah, I bet there was a teacher along the way who was like, "Kid, if you don't start speaking, you're not going to do anything in life." And well, he did something, that's for sure. You know what? Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker, of course, he tweeted, "Rest in peace, Dad."
Yeah. And he never actually said, "Luke, I am your father." He never actually.
No, that was manufactured.
Everyone thinks that he said, "Luke, I am your father."
But that wasn't a line.
Well, that was not the exact line. It was something with father, but it wasn't the exact line. What was that? Was that Empire Strikes Back?
Let me see.
Was that one? Anyway. All right, I got to move along here. So rest in peace, James Earl Jones. This is insane. A guy in Arizona had something shoved up his schnoz for 25 years and sneezed hard in the shower, and it flew out. Do you know what this guy had shoved up his nose for 25 years?
I would
and
say
he goes, shoot!
Oh, whoa, geez,
I just threw
my eardrums out with that.
I just threw my headphones. Sorry, I threw my headphones off, and it caused feedback into the microphone. All right, so you don't know the story, do you?
No, I have no idea.
Right.
I mean, my guess is like a bug, but the bug would disintegrate or decompose.
That's the dumbest guess I've ever heard.
Well,
a
maybe
bug?
it's a plastic
Yeah,
bug.
a
I'm thinking about the spiders my kids throw around the house. They're little plastic spiders. They'd fit in your nose.
Arizona resident Andy Norton is now 32 years old. 25 years ago, when he was a little kid, so 25, what does that make him? He was 7?
Yeah.
When he was 7 years old, he shoved a Lego part up his nose that has been there for 25 years.
What an idiot.
Been looking all over. Where the hell did that Lego part go? What, when you're missing one part. You're putting together
That's the worst.
You're putting together a 3,200 piece. You're putting together the Death Star Lego. Speaking of Star Wars, and you're looking one little part. Guess what? It's up Andy's nose.
Listen, my sitter. I should show you the text. She texted me yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a million things at work. She texted me. We can't find one piece of the Lego and I'm like,
are you serious?
Yeah, I swear.
It's up Andy's nose.
It's up Andy's nose.
Go digging up there and pull it out. All right, so listen to this. So Andy Norton just recently gets in the shower. Normal morning, he gets up, gets in the shower, and he, I guess, wants to clear out his nasal passages and does a big old shower blow, in the shower. And he said, quote, "My whole life I've had sinus sensitivity."
Yeah, you have.
He had allergies and issues with congestion. He did an interview with Newsweek online. He said, "Since I'm allergic to cats, dogs, grass, many native trees, and dust, I've always been exposed to one or more of these things. I lived my life assuming any congestion issues were simply caused by the allergies." Well, not so fast there. Norton, old Andy Norton here, apparently shoved a Lego man up his nose back in...
Can you imagine what it was like to breathe after that thing came out?
Yeah.
He's probably like, whoa, what have I been missing?
He'd always been susceptible to sinus infections.
Yeah, you think?
Decided to speak to a doctor about the best ways to alleviate the symptoms. Didn't anyone look up his freaking nose?
Yeah.
Did this guy ever have a physical? They stick that
pointy
scope,
thing.
the pointy
Yeah.
scope thing with the little plastic crunchy cone up your nose. My God. Anyway, so he's had sinus infections, decided to speak to a doctor, best ways to alleviate the symptoms. The doctor was the one that recommended blowing your nose in warm, humid environments. And warm, humid environment, that would be
the shower.
The shower, exactly.
Loosen it up.
So Norton had been doing just that for the past 8 months. Blowing his nose in the shower.
And it took 8 months to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, how soft of a nose blower is he?
Yeah, really. So for the last 8 months, he's been blowing his nose, in the shower until just recently he said he did a really hard blow and something flew out of his nose and hit the shower floor. Norton picked it up and realized that it was a piece of a Lego. It was a Lego piece. And then suddenly, the memory that he'd completely forgotten about came back. When he was a kid, listen to this. Norton was transported back in time to around 1998. And a particular day when they were playing Legos, I'm not entirely sure what possessed me to do this, but I evidently thought that putting the dot brick into my nose would be a good place for it. So is the dot brick the single little Lego? It's the little, like, small rectangle with the one little dot on top, like the one little corner,
I know.
the little corner
the one
piece.
you're talking about.
It's the single one.
Little singlet Lego, yeah.
So he shoves this thing up his nose? Oh, my God. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, it's not that one. It's around.
Okay, get it right.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's not, the single dot it's a round Lego. So it's a round, looks like a little landmine or something. All right. So it's a little round dot. It's not the square piece, the single. So he thought it was a good idea to shove it up his nose. He said, what kind of that's what a 3-year-old does. Was this kid delayed? I mean, what 7-year-old shoves a Lego up their nose? My brother.
And forgets about it.
Yeah, my brother, I think was like 2 or 3. He shoved a color form up his nose.
I was just going to say that. I knew there was something either you or your brother shoved up there. And now look at him. Now he's probably does nose jobs and can dig that stuff out.
Yeah, he does. So, when he was, I think he had to go to the doctor.
I'm sure.
They had to use like forceps or tweezers or something because he shoved one of those little vinyl color forms all the way up his nose, and my mom couldn't get it out.
Boys are so much more likely to put stuff in their ears and nose. Girls are pretty good about that. Tell them one time. Yeah. Nothing belongs in your nose.
So this guy shoved this piece up his nose. Let me read his quote. He said, having realized the piece was stuck, I came up with the brilliant idea of making a Lego man mini figurine and using him to put into my nose to try to connect the dot piece. Oh, so the Lego man does it have a little connector dot on top? So he shoved the dot up the nose, then tried to shove a Lego man up the nose to connect to the dot piece. And what? He forgot about it? They couldn't get it out and left it, forgot, didn't tell anybody? And 25 years later, he's snot rocketing the Lego piece out of his nose in the shower? That is insane. Don't put stuff up your nose. A public service announcement from the MJ Morning Show here on 104.7 FM Q105. It is 8 o'clock, actually 8:01 at the MJ Morning Show. Jason Momoa should be here in about 30 minutes.
Every time I say Jason Momoa's name, I always want to say it to the tune of Jason Momoa. Jason
like
Derulo.
Jason Derulo. Maybe we ought to say, hey, he ought to adopt that sing-songy Jason Derulo thing.
Because he doesn't have enough stuff of his own.
All right, so Jason Momoa, Aquaman, will be phoning in about half an hour at 8:30 because he will be in Tampa. He'll be in South Tampa on Saturday morning. at Lucan's for a bottle signing for the vodka that he's involved with. This is the creepiest story that I've seen in a long time. How many people listening right now have read the book, There Is No Ethan? I read a story that this was a big summer read, and it's about this con lady. Let me give you the details. A con artist who was actually a practicing gynecologist in New Jersey, turns out was this big catfishing con man, or con woman in this case. This is a female doctor, Dr. Emily Morantz, 39 years old. So this con artist, who's a practicing gynecologist in Jersey, was outed as this catfisher extraordinaire. I mean, really screwing with people's emotions. And it turns out that apparently this is like a big summer book that people were reading, on summer vacation or, at the beach or whatever. Hey, if anyone read this book, if anyone listening has There Is No Ethan, if you've read the book, I'd love to talk to you on this. If you have any opinions on this story, phone up right now, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So if you have any thoughts, if you've read the book, if you have the book, There Is No Ethan, give me a buzz. I want to talk about this. 800-990-1047. Here's the deal. So the Ethan Schumann that is described in this book by Anna Akbari, who's a sociologist. The book is called There Is No Ethan, but Ethan is actually this Dr. Emily Martinez who lives in Livingston, New Jersey, just, outside of New York City, works at Jersey City Medical Center, which is owned by a big group. It's owned by RWJ Barnabas Health. It's a big, health operation up in the New York metropolitan area. The nonfiction book, which is also part memoir, recounts how three accomplished, well-educated women, including Akbari, who taught sociology at NYU, they got together to track down and expose this online predator who toyed with their emotions over a number of years, using the anonymity of the internet for this sick, twisted, psychopathic scheme.
Tell me about it.
There are 10 victims that we know of in this interview that Akbari did with the New York Post. 10 victims. This went on and off for the better part of a decade. This alleged con artist, this doctor, she has been a medical professional for 11 years. Morantz uses her married name professionally, but Akbari's readers know her by her maiden name, Emily Slutsky. Slutsky. I've always liked that name, Slutsky. It's Slutsky. No, it's Slutsky. This is insane. In 2010, with a profile she created on the dating site OkCupid, Morantz convinced several women that she was an attractive 6-foot-tall, Columbia and MIT educated, BMW driving economist, an economic analyst, had a dog named Harvey, lived on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. But no.
It sounds like I'm looking for a man in finance, 6'5", blue eyes, right?
Oh, that's a stupid song.
I know, but
I'm looking for a man in finance. Finance. No.
She created kind of an unrealistic persona as well.
So she wasn't trying to scam them out of money or anything. This was like a psychological scam.
Sicko.
Yeah. Manipulated her victims into falling in love with Ethan over time. He had charming messages. Some he claimed were sent from foreign countries while he was traveling. But the women the women never got a chance to meet him, that he would always like cancel at the last minute.
So
the women would go to meet him at places for a date and he wouldn't show up. And then later on, he'd have an excuse. I mean, this is twisted, sicko crap here.
Okay, it brings up an interesting point, though. Obviously, they saw pictures of Ethan, and they're communicating with a real person, so you feel like you're having that communication. But I don't think I can fall in love with someone without actually being in the same room with them.
3 women. Akbari, who is the sociologist, a woman known as British Anna, and Gina Delago, who's an architect who studied at both Harvard and Princeton. So, I mean, these are some educated individuals, realized that something was wrong with this whole Ethan guy because Ethan was never available to do a video chat. So no FaceTime, no, WhatsApp, nothing. Canceled dates at the last minute.
Oh, Ethan, so unreliable.
Oh, man. The women found each other online.
Like they caught Ethan cheating on all of them, basically. Is that how they came together?
They found each other online. I guess there was a discussion, some kind of thread online. They found each other, and I guess they realized they were all talking about the same guy, and they decided to stop whoever this Ethan was. Soon after they first started talking, and after already establishing a strong connection, according to the Post, Morantz and Akbari, believing Ethan had esophageal cancer for which he needed immediate surgery, one of the most heinous acts of the emotional abuse that occurred here. Emily chose to have Ethan fake having cancer, to be diagnosed with cancer while they were talking, already knowing they lost. Anyway, this has so many layers of twisted sickness. I mean, do you want this woman as your gynecologist? And she's on, I mean.
Okay, I was waiting for you to get to that. Excuse me. MJ, that would be the creepiest feeling. I mean, you really hold your medical professionals in high regard, and to be one of her patients and be like, oh, she looks at my hoo-ha, delivers my children, and this is the kind of sick, twisted stuff she's into on the side. I mean, that would creep me the you-know-what out.
Wow. Morantz, 39 years old, lives in Livingston, New Jersey. Morantz, the doctor, the fake Ethan, the woman, the medical doctor, never faced any repercussions for her actions since she never actually violated any laws. Morantz refused to answer her door on Friday night. I guess the New York Post went a knocking, try to get I mean, this whole book is about her. I mean, who would want to go to her practice? Who would want to be a patient of this woman? The story's out. Her fake name, her real name, her maiden name, the whole Ethan story, it is out. There's a book. A video promoting Jersey City Medical Center that featured Morantz was pulled from YouTube last Friday. Yeah. Also, there's a statement from the medical center. Jersey City Medical Center has full confidence in Dr. Morantz's ability to continue providing the highest quality of care to her patients.
I know she needs a psychological check. She's a wellness check.
The events from more than a decade ago have been reviewed and addressed to the satisfaction of the medical center. So she's still practicing. She's still part of the medical center. But again, who would knowingly want to go to this gynecologist knowing that she had this sick, twisted fetish or this mental toying with people's emotions game? I mean, this scheme where she was stringing all these women along thinking that there was an Ethan that she was completely behind and faking.
Yeah, and you really have to think about that when you think about all of your online interactions.
Wow.
Unless it's with someone who actually is your friend in real life. The anonymity means this person you're interacting with could be anybody and could be very much getting off on the idea that you have no idea who they really are.
Tell you what, some of these women that got scammed with this fake Ethan probably like to grab a speculum and whack her over the head with it. Isn't it a speculum, right?
Oh, it's a speculum.
The speculum.
Yep.
Wow. Unbelievable. Seriously, if anybody has read this book, there is no Ethan. Or, I'll tell you what, if anyone listening has had any incident like this, have you ever been rooked or scammed like this in the past? I'll take a call or two. If anyone wants to share quickly. Hearing this story, anyone listening, have you had a similar situation where somebody completely faked you had date set up or they never could FaceTime? You would have a date set up, they'd always cancel. Did that just dissolve and fizzle away, or did it ever come to fruition where you busted the individual? Hey, just out of curiosity, I don't know if we'll get any calls on this, but if you'd like to share, 800-990-1047. Let's go. 800-990-1047. With what we just talked about, with what I just described, has anything similar ever happened to you with a total phony baloney online where they maybe sent you a fake picture, maybe you had phone conversations, or maybe it was just online email or chats, and you never could actually meet? Did you finally figure it out, or did they just, ghost you and disappear? Anybody have some interesting little story? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. All right, Andrew is screening right now. A couple of lines are ringing on this
and
thing.
The classic catfishing story that we heard that kind of put catfishing on the map was the Manti Te'o. Remember that? The college student, the college football player.
The football player. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. That's right. Hang on. Lori's in Seminole. Lori, hi. You're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
So my father-in-law was catfished, and you could not tell him that he was not talking to this model. Here's a 75-year-old cancer patient and this 20-something-year-old lingerie model.
Oh, great.
Loved him.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
really?
I bet.
Really? And what was the racket? Was the scammer trying to get money out of him?
Yep, trying to get money out of him. He kept sending her tickets so that she could fly in to see him, and she would never show. He said he didn't send her money, but I know that's wrong. I know that was a lie.
Oh, God. So
I tracked down the person whose name she was using.
Yep.
And it was her boyfriend.
Did he have... Oh, so it was a real woman. It wasn't a guy scamming your dad. It was a woman?
No, it was a guy.
Oh, it was
using his girlfriend's name.
I got you. I have it backward. All right. So, yep. Wow. So it was a guy, and what was the final outcome?
The final outcome is we kept confronting Pop. Look, these are the pictures that this person is stealing off of Instagram. This person does exist. It's really a model, but that's not her name. And this is the name of the person you think you're talking to.
So the boyfriend was using his girlfriend to scam your father.
Yep.
All right. So how did the guy originally make contact as the fake lingerie model with your father? How did they connect?
Through Facebook.
Wow. And this guy actually had a good-looking lingerie model girlfriend? That was real?
No, the girl was real.
Oh, the girl was real, but the guy had no connection to the girl, is what you're saying?
Nope. He was stealing her pictures off of
gotcha.
Instagram.
Okay. Now it's totally clear to me. And did your dad finally get it?
Finally. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to convince him that he was getting racketeered?
Almost a year.
Oh, my God. Well, that sucked. All right. And was there any resolution or finale? Did you confront the sicko, or what happened?
I did.
How? Via email or how?
Through the Facebook Messenger post.
And what did you say? What was and then I'm sure after that they went dark, right?
No, totally went dark. Yes.
What did you say?
I knew who they was. I knew who the girlfriend was.
So, all right. So the guy that was scamming your dad, where were they from? Where'd they live?
Well, here's the other part of it.
Yeah.
The girlfriend, whose name he was using, she said that her boyfriend lived in Africa, but she had never met him either. He was scamming her, too.
Unbelievable. All right. Sorry to hear that. All right. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Lori in Seminole. Look at that. All right. Yeah, and you know what? There are people listening right now that probably are having conversations, and who they're conversing with is
Nowhere
near what they believe it is.
And a lot of people have a lot of optimism, and you think it's the best thing. Oh, yeah, it is that model she's pretending to be, and it's not the best thing. It's the worst thing.
Did you hear about Governor Sununu in New Hampshire saving a choking competitor at a lobster roll eating contest?
What?
Exactly. Say what?
The lobster in New Hampshire, that part makes sense.
All right, this is nuts. The governor of New Hampshire saves a victim who's choking to death while they're shoving their face with lobster rolls at an eating competition. New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu performed the Heimlich maneuver on a choking contestant at this lobster roll eating contest last weekend.
Shaking hands, hugging babies, and doing Heimlichs. That's going to get you some votes.
There's video from the Hampton Beach lobster roll eating competition. It shows one of the contestants on stage, Christian Moreno, starting to signal that his airway was blocked. You know, when someone's choking, they're making no noise. So when somebody is truly choking, when they're like holding their neck and nothing is coming out, there's no... If they're doing that, they're not choking.
Right.
They got crap all lodged down their gullet, but they're not choking. But when somebody is not making a sound like that.
That's when you have to be really freaked out.
Yeah, that's when the airway is blocked and you can't make a freaking sound. You know what I need to ask? Hang on. I have Mickey Sudo. You know, Mickey Sudo, our friend. Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Go back in, Chris. Oh, Chris, you're good. Come on in. Chris from Lukens just walked in. Yeah, Chris is going to be in the studio when Jason Momoa and Blaine call in just a few minutes. So, folks, if you don't know, Jason Momoa is coming to town to Lukens Midtown in South Tampa Saturday morning, 10:30 to 12:30 noon time. He's going to be in signing bottles of his vodka. And there's going to be a whole big event at Lukens. So Chris from Lukens is in studio, and we're going to give away, a VIP package to, get to the VIP line to meet Jason Momoa. So Jason Momoa is due to call in 11 minutes, about 8:30. Jason Momoa calling in. Hey, I'm going to call up Mickey Sudo real quick. Of course, Mickey Sudo is the world champion female competitive eater. You know, she just won the Nathan's hot dog eating contest for, the 10th time in a row now.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she's probably been we'll have to ask her. Maybe she's been in a lobster eating contest over the years.
702. All right. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to put this on hold. Pick up Hot 1 and see if Mickey Sudo, just tell her it's the MJ Morning Show calling. We had a quick competitive eating question. Yeah, I tried to text.
Just a short one.
Yeah, I tried to text her earlier, but I don't know if she got the text. But I want to know, listen, have you ever been in an eating competition? And I think she just did like a chicken wing contest in I think, Buffalo, New York, actually. I think she recently did that. But, man, that's insane. Can you imagine? The governor is putting his arms around your belly and doing to Heimlich you. And, I know there's video out there. I don't know, like if a big piece of lobster roll goes, out of the guy's face, and hits somebody in the audience. Andrew, any luck with, did she pick up or just want the voicemail?
It just beeped.
Oh, really? All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I wanted to ask Mickey Sudo, hey, you ever see anyone choke? Anyone get the Heimlich maneuver at any eating competition you've been at?
I mean, you would have to think so because, they'll do the professional sorts of competitions. But I know Mickey's been to other instances where it's not professional competitive eaters. They're shoveling food in their face. They probably don't know the exact, mechanical way to do it so you don't choke on something. I'm sure she's seen some harrowing things.
Hey, you want to get diabetes? Be a night owl.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a new study that night owls are more likely to develop diabetes.
Why is that? What's the correlation?
I don't know.
Just science.
You're nearly 50% more likely to develop type 2 diabetes. Yeah, it's just late night dwellers. You know, those that prefer to go to bed late and wake up late. And that also is linked to a greater likelihood of tobacco use and unhealthy eating habits. So I guess go to bed very, very late, get up very, very late, and before you know it, you'll be wearing large polyester pants, running around singing this.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily jar.
Yeah, she's up really late, this lady. Yeah, she doesn't go to bed till 3 a.m. Yeah, she's watching QVC, ordering crap at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It works 24/7 in your...
Or, I'm sorry, Home Shopping Channel. It's, that's local. Anyway, what time? I want to manage my time here. 8:22 at the MJ Morning Show. All right. Don't shave while driving. You could be in a car accident.
And don't paint your toenails either.
Now, this is a different kind of shaving.
What kind of shaving? I mean, I'm picturing shaving your legs, or for gentlemen, tightening up the beard.
Hold on. When I say, hold on.
That's what came to my mind first.
Stop. You're saying that when I said don't shave while driving, the first thing you said was a woman shaving her legs?
Yes. You say don't shave while driving. Roxanne, what visual pops in your head? And I see a woman in her car, driving with one hand, left leg, with the leg almost hanging out the window, and
believe it or not,
Venus razor.
Believe it or not, you're kind of close.
Oh, okay. See,
there was a car wreck here in Florida. A woman was shaving there while driving. She was doing some shrubbery work.
Yeah, I think the leg is safer. Oddly, the leg is safer.
She was doing some female manicuring and got into a car. I mean, what are you doing?
Is this a great ad for Ideal Image?
Probably so.
Because if she went there, she wouldn't have to.
Oh, my God. So she's in the car with her ex-husband, this woman. The ex-husband is in the passenger seat.
See, that's why she doesn't care about killing him.
Holding the steering wheel while she was prepping herself to visit her boyfriend in Key West. What? Hold on. Yeah, this is nuts.
That makes sense.
This is a crazy, nutty story.
The shaving privates is the least weird part now.
Megan Barnes was prepping to visit her boyfriend, driving to Key West, so she shaved her lower...
Yeah, privates. Just say privates.
The crotchular zone, while her ex-husband was riding in the passenger seat and was steering while she was shaving. What the hell? According to police reports, Barnes and her ex-husband were driving her Thunderbird around 45 miles an hour through Cujo Key when she was not looking at the road, and a vehicle ahead of her, a Chevy SUV, slowed down to make a turn, didn't notice, and too late, smashed right in, rear-ended the Chevy Equinox.
Okay, something tells me this reporter didn't give us what we need to know in this story.
I want to know if she was cut up down there, if
That also, how did this conversation begin? I'm going to see my boyfriend. Do you think I should shave? Definitely. Do it now. I'll hold the wheel. What scenario is taking place here?
All right. So she didn't have any severe lacerations down there.
That's good.
But two of the passengers in the SUV had minor injuries. Wow. Anyway, the story goes on to say that this was not her first run-in with the law. Just the day before, she was convicted of DUI and driving on a suspended license. This lady's a mess. This lady's a total mess. Anyway, she's shaving. So first, Barnes and her ex-husband tried to flee the scene. So after they rear-ended the Chevy Equinox and injured the two people inside, Then they try to flee the scene. This story's got everything.
It does.
She's shaving her private parts. They didn't get too far. I guess the Monroe County Sheriff's Department, they tracked her down. Wow. Then, listen to this. Then, once they were pulled over by law enforcement, convinced her ex-husband to slide into the driver's seat to try to take the fall. I mean, why would he do that? I mean, again, ex-husband in the passenger seat while you're driving to see your new boyfriend in Key West?
Ex-husband who is, these are such contradictory traits. First of all, ex-husband willing to take the fall for the accident, jump in the driver's seat, and willing to aid and abet your ex as she grooms herself for her new lover.
Right. So you've got the sheriff's office down in Monroe. The Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, was involved. So you've got multiple agencies, I guess, chasing after this car. When they finally caught up with them, the ex-husband had an airbag injury to the chest because they rear-ended the Chevy. The airbag, goes off, and he's got an airbag injury. Oh, my God. This is insane. Then she finally came clean, explained that she was trying to trim up her crotch.
Well, I mean, it is the key. She's probably wearing something skimpy down there.
Yeah. Wow, this is unbelievable. Anyway, a whole new slew of charges racked up. That is absolute, complete, total insanity. Hey, I don't think he's coming to Tampa, but, I saw that Macaulay Culkin is going on tour.
Yeah, it's going to be like in Medford. He ends in Medford.
Yeah.
He kicks off in Buffalo.
But he's not coming here.
No, he's not.
Yeah, but this kind of reminded me of the Chevy Chase deal that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, so Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone is going on a tour this holiday season, and of course, Home Alone it's one of those big holiday movies. How many times have you seen Home Alone 1 or 2 or whatever? Or, just like a Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. And Chevy's doing the same deal. Chevy Chase is going on a national tour this fall, and he's going to venues where they're playing the National Lampoon Christmas Vacation movie in a venue, and then Chevy does a whole question and answer thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I don't see where Macaulay Culkin is coming to do the Home Alone screening and then, talk with the audience. But Chevy Chase is coming to, I think he's going to the Straz Center.
Yeah, I would see it if I want to see Chevy Chase, but I would definitely see Macaulay Culkin as well if he was down this way.
Yeah, so Chevy Chase is going to be, and we talked about this a couple of months ago. Chevy Chase is going to be at the Straz on Sunday, December 1st. At 7:30 p.m. They're going to show the movie. Then they're going to do a Q&A. Do you know that I went online earlier today and I didn't see any tickets available on the Straz website, but it sends you to like the brokers, and the seats. If you want to buy a ticket, it's $1,500 a ticket.
This is the stuff I went through that time with the comedy club.
Are you kidding me?
Right. When you go to those sites, they're going to rip you.
Are you kidding? Come on. I'm sorry. I like Chevy Chase. I like Christmas Vacation, but $1,500 to see the movie and have a Q&A? That's ridiculous. All right, I am told that Jason Momoa and his partner Blaine Halverson are on the phone. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show here on Q105.
Aloha, kakayaka.
Oh, I love it. Hey, Jason, I am such a Hawaiian shave ice fan. Notice I said that right. I didn't say shaved ice. I said shave ice. Jason, I have an actual Fuji Marca shave ice machine that you'd see at Matsumoto General Store at my house here in Tampa.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, I have.
What about you? Do you do the ice cream at the bottom?
Yeah, so I will do. I don't do the Adzuki beans, but I'll do vanilla ice cream at the bottom sometimes. I order all of my flavor concentrates come in from Hawaii.
How about that ube? That's the one right there, buddy.
Yeah. So listen, I'm a huge shave ice fan, of course. Aloha, Jason and Blaine Halverson. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hey, you guys are coming to town this Saturday morning here in Tampa Bay.
Absolutely. We'll be there soon.
All right. So, by the way, say hi to Chris Jallo from Lucan's. Chris from Lucan's is here in the studio with us.
What's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy?
Good, brother. How you doing today?
Good, man. I'm stoked to come see you guys on Saturday. Do a little bottle signing, 10:30 to 12:30.
Yeah, we're real excited for you, man. The fans and everyone have been crazy.
We're doing the one in Midtown?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be the Lucan's Midtown location. It is just north of Kennedy Boulevard. It's just south of 275. This is the brand new Lucan's, which is in the old Rooms to Go kids space. It is a gorgeous store. This is the store that Michelle and I go to. And Jason and Blaine, it'll be this Saturday. Tell us about the vodka. It's pronounced May-Lee. It's spelled M-E-I-L-I. It's pronounced May-Lee. Jason, how'd you get into the vodka game?
Well, I kind of feel like the vodka game is pretty broken. It's been a pretty dead market for a long time, and we love our tequilas and mezcals and scotch and whiskey. I don't think any of those are broken, and we wanted to make I just think vodka is kind of treated like an ingredient instead of a spirit. So, Blaine had a great idea, and we wanted to go test it out and kind of have, bring a little of that moonshine grit to the vodka game. And we just really went out to discover water. So we were testing lots of different waters from all around the world. And I think that's where really May-Lee comes from. It's the god of exploration. Blaine is Norwegian, so he kind of was like, hey, what do you think of this? It also means the lovely one in other languages. And he's like, and it looks Hawaiian. I was like, all right, you win.
I mean, it kind of ties in nicely. I mean, you, Jason, Aquaman, and you're looking for the best water for the vodka? I mean, the Aquaman. Hey, has anyone ever called, instead of Aquaman, are you called Vodka Man now?
Well, you're the first, bro.
No, come on, wait a sec. Hold on a minute. No one's ever made the correlation of Aquaman to Vodka Man?
Nope.
Oh, come
that
on.
Is the first. It's happening right now.
Come on, that's so easy. I can't believe no one came up with that. Hey,
you gonna get a cape?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. We'll get you a Vodka Man.
We need a Lucan's cape now tomorrow.
Yeah, a Lucan's. Hey,
we can make it happen.
You got to hear this. So, I got a text earlier. You know the cake girl, right?
Yep.
Jason and Blaine, we have a cake baker here in Tampa Bay that is nationally known. In fact, she's going to be on one of the big national morning shows, I think, next week up in New York. She makes cakes that are unbelievable. They texted me this morning, and they wanted to know if it's okay for them to bring a replica May-Lee vodka bottle that you will think looks like a real bottle, but it's cake.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah, so they'll make this cake and bring this to the store on Saturday morning, and I'm going to tell you right, you're going to be blown away by this cake girl cake that she's going to make for the brand.
Yeah, absolutely, we'll bring it in. If Jason and Blaine are good with it, we're good with it.
Oh yeah. Yes, Rox.
Jason and Blaine, I'm Roxanne. Great to meet you guys, and I'm excited to meet you on Saturday. Okay, just let me dream a little bit here, okay? If I was hanging out with you guys and your girlfriends, your friends, whomever, drinking May-Lee vodka, what would that night be like?
Come to Janice Live Saturday night. It's going to be exactly what it's going to be like. Where my band's coming into town, so we're going to have a May-Lee event that evening, and I'm pretty stoked because I think it's going to be one of our biggest shows. So I'm pretty pumped to come down to Tampa.
Yeah, so it's not just the Lucan's event. Again, meet Jason Momoa and his partner Blaine at Lucan's, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 on Saturday. But then Jason's band, they're going to be playing at Janice Live.
That's right.
I mean, yeah. How long is the set that you guys do?
About an hour and a half, a little more, but yeah, it's a good time. Not too long, not too short.
Fantastic. All right, so here's the deal. With you on the phone, Jason, we're going to give away a VIP package. So Lucan's has given me 3 to give away. We'll give away one right now. We'll give away one tomorrow. We'll give away the third one on Thursday. And what this does, if you're the right caller, you'll win the VIP package. You'll get a VIP ticket. You'll skip the regular line. You'll go to a dedicated VIP line. You'll have absolute guaranteed access to meet Jason Momoa and Blaine. You'll get a case of 6 bottles of Mei Lee vodka. 3 bottles will be signed. You'll get a limited edition vodka poster for VIPs only. So, Jason, I'll let you pick. What number caller should we take?
Number 6.
Oh, that's too low. It's got to be a big number.
666.
Oh, 666.
Yep, there you go.
Hey, you told them to pick.
All right. Give me a number. Give me a higher number.
Higher number than all right, 88.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Caller 88. All right, caller 88 right now, 800-990-1047. If you're the 88th caller, you'll get the VIP package, and you're hearing Jason Momoa right now on the phone. You're going to be meeting Jason Momoa Saturday morning at Lucan's Midtown. How about that? Caller 88, 800-990-1047. Jason, where are you guys? It sounds like you're in the car. You guys driving somewhere?
Yeah, we're actually heading to a bottle signing right now. We're in Boston.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, cool.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, Tampa Bay is excited to see you on Saturday morning. So it's 10:30 a.m. Saturday morning, Lucan's Midtown on Dale Mabry, just south of 275, north of Kennedy. It's right near Donatello. It's in the old Rooms to Go Kids location in this gorgeous new Lucan's fine wine and spirit store. And, hey, Saturday morning and then Saturday night at Janice Landing with the band.
That's right. Saturday night when we playing, oops, ta ta ta. Come check us out too. I'm very pumped to see you, Tampa. It's gonna be the biggest one.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Jason, I have to ask you, what do fans recognize you most for? Like, what do they scream at you when they see you? Because we're talking about all your roles, everything you've done.
What do they recognize me the most from?
And say to you when if they're walking past you.
Roxanne, it's the
It's Mei Lee vodka.
No, it's the T-Mobile commercial. Come on.
That's what I want to know. I want to find out.
Well, they do. They love the T-Mobile. I think Game of Thrones probably takes that, and Aquaman probably take the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then upcoming, you've what's Minecraft? Explain. I know what Minecraft is, but that's upcoming.
Bro, amazing. It's it's absolutely the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. Jack Black is my spirit animal. That guy is exactly how you think he would be. And I just laughed and smiled the whole time. I'm very excited for the world to see it. The kids are going to love it. The whole family's going to love it. It's a really a great time. So I'm very excited to show everyone that. I think it's coming out in pretty much this spring, I think.
Gotcha. So spring 25. And also, my son, Jason, is a huge Dune fan. And my son, Julian, he's a sophomore film student at NYU Tisch right now.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
So maybe you'll be working with my son, Julian, in the future.
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
All right. Tampa Bay is excited to have you guys. We're ready to welcome you guys to town Saturday morning at Lucan's. Hey, Jason, before you go, and we should be up to call. You know what? If we get caller 88, I'll be able to conference call him, and you'll be able to talk to the. Hey, Andrew, what number are you up to? Okay, all right, we're at 61. All right, hang on for a minute. We'll get to caller 88 here in just a second. Jason, while we're waiting, can you just give me a quick ID? Hey, this is Jason Momoa. You're listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Hello, everyone. It's Jason Momoa, and you're listening to the MJ Radio Show.
Give me one more time, the MJ Morning Show. And take 2 in 3, 2.
MJ Morning
All right, one more time. Hold on a minute. From the top and in the clear, go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa. You're watching.
You can watch it on YouTube.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show.
That was absolutely perfect. All right, we're almost to caller 88. It'd be great to have you on the phone so you can congratulate the winner. You agree?
Yep.
All right, hang on a second. Andrew, hurry up. Get me to 88. We're almost there.
Hey, Jason, is there anything that I just was thinking about everything you do in all your roles, all your movie roles, all the action, and now we know you're a singer and dancer as well with T-Mobile and your band, right? So is there anything that you would say, like in a movie role, like, hey, we want you to try to do this, that would intimidate you? You seem like one of those people, you're good at everything. What would be something?
No,
that
I mean, I think the most intimidating thing is what I'm doing right now. I've never really been on stage, and I never wanted to be in a band. I'm just kind of doing this to just really go on. Like being on stage is pretty scary, and playing music in front of people, and like I'm learning how to play the bass with really talented artists. So I'm definitely trying my hardest, but it's pretty terrifying. Like I have to go to the bathroom at least 20 times in about 4 minutes. It's very weird. I can see what it's going to be like when I'm 80. It's very weird.
Jason Momoa, we're ready to take caller 88. All right, let me pick up the line here and say, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Tony.
Tony, where you calling from?
Trinity, Florida.
Jason.
God damn it, Tony, you're lucky number 88, you son of a bitch.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, man, I'm going to sit on your lap, bro. I'm going to give you the biggest fucking headlock. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, God. I'm excited. That's awesome.
Bro.
All right. There you go. Hey, congratulations. You are caller 88. You got it. You're going to meet Jason Momoa on Saturday morning.
Oh, too awesome. I'm so excited.
All right, so here's the deal. You have you got the VIP ticket. You can bring 2 people, so you got a total of 3 people. You're going to get the limited edition Melee poster. You're going to get a 6-pack of Melee vodka, 3 bottles signed by Jason Momoa and Blaine, and you're in. We'll see you Saturday morning, okay?
Oh, too awesome. So excited. Can't wait.
All right, hold on. Let me put you on hold. And Jason and Blaine, thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys calling in.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it on behalf of my family.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Love talking with you.
All right, we'll see you Saturday morning, buddy. Have a good signing in Boston. See you later.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so I had to dump the F-bomb.
Yeah, we had to dump that. You got excited. He was enthusiastic.
That's what he's known for.
So if you watch us on MJTV, the F-bomb doesn't get dumped, and it doesn't have to get dumped on MJT. The only place that, like, the 7 dirty words have to be dumped are over the air, over on FM on 104.7. So I dumped that. But if you want to hear Jason Momoa drop the F-bomb, all excited with Tony the winner, you can watch it on MJTV, or it also remains intact on the podcast, which gets posted on all the major podcast platforms by 11 a.m. Hey, that went pretty well.
That was fun. Thank you,
great.
Chris.
No, thank you guys. That was awesome.
Hey, Chris Jallo in the studio from Lucan's. It's going to be a madhouse.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a madhouse. You know, we're going to be sad that you guys won't be able to make it, but I mean, we'll take Roxanne in your place.
So here's the deal. You know what? I didn't make Wahlberg either. We were out of town for Wahlberg, and we were planning on going, but I decided to surprise Michelle. It's her birthday weekend, and going to take a little quick trip with Michelle for Michelle's birthday weekend. So I'm not going to make it. But Roxanne and also Meredith.
Meredith from Wild.
Meredith.
Anybody from the studio is welcome to come. So just let us know.
And you guys can get even some earlier access to kind of, meet Jason Momoa. So.
Exactly.
Roxanne's a seasoned vet at this point. I'm starting to think you don't like us. Roxanne always attends.
I love you guys. I mean, I love Lucan's.
Hey.
And again, it's like, all right, take Michelle on a surprise weekend or Jason Momoa. I almost picked Jason and Lucan's, but, I got to keep, what do they say? Happy wife, happy life?
That's it.
So we could have given Michelle a very VIP treatment. I know you may not have liked it, but, her and Roxanne could have had a little one-on-one with Jason.
See, that's what would have been nice.
Right. Hey, so we just gave away the first VIP package. And so how many VIPs are still available if people want to buy them?
I honestly do not know. I know they are very limited at this point. I believe we've added a few more because they had already sold out. Yep. But there was such a high demand for the VIP packages.
And how do they, if for the few that are remaining for the VIP package, again, you've got VIP line access. You definitely get to meet Jason Momoa. You also get a 6-pack, 3 signed bottles, 3 non-signed bottles of the Melee vodka, and you get to meet Jason. It's $150, and you're getting 6 bottles of vodka along with that. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah, so we try our best to not. There's no markup to it.
Yeah.
So you're getting the VIP experience for the price and the cost of the bottles. You're getting the 3 signed bottles along with it. So I mean, unlike some other events or other ticketed events or whatever it may be, you're not getting upcharged for it. You're getting the product, you're getting to meet Jason, you're getting the signed bottles, and you get a great experience.
Right. So if someone wants to buy the VIP now, they go to your website?
Yeah, I would highly recommend going to the website now. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with that part of it. My brother John is the one that has to deal with that aspect of the business.
John's busy.
All right, so go to the Lukens website. Lukens is Lukens, and you can buy and hurry up before the VIPs are sold out, and it's $150. And Chris, it's you and two others, right? So you have a total of 3 you can bring. Is that it?
For the VIP.
For the VIP.
Experience, yes, they can bring the ticketed purchaser plus 2 other people.
2 guests, so a total of 3. All right, so hurry up before those are sold out.
And
All right.
having been there, MJ, it is, like I will say this, first class event.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, Kendall Jenner, and it's just like there's a buzz when they come in. It's good people. It's just like an event.
I
It's
was
fun.
out of town for Mark Wahlberg because I would have loved to have met Mark Wahlberg, and I was out of town for Kendall Jenner. And I'm going to be out of town for Jason Momoa. But, hey, listen, I promise I'll be at one of these bottle signings one of these days.
I'm not going to hold my breath much longer. You know? But so, my kids are missing it as well because they all have sporting events.
Yeah.
And to miss seeing Aquaman, they're losing their minds.
Yeah. All right. So we just gave away the first VIP package. I'll give away another one tomorrow morning, and we'll do another one on Thursday morning.
Yes, sir.
Exclusively here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you coming
thank you, guys. We're happy to offer these VIP packages for you guys as listeners. So thank you guys very much.
All right, so good luck, everybody. And then listen tomorrow morning, and then listen again on Thursday morning, and we will give away more of these VIP packages. All right, I've got something. And Roxanne, I think this is right up your alley.
I bet it is. What is it?
Yeah, Chris, you can hang out for it. Do you have jury duty or what? What?
Yeah, I do have to.
All right, hold on. Go right in the microphone. So, did you have to go?
I do have to run off, so I apologize, and thank you, everyone.
All right, you got jury duty,
busy
right?
man.
All right, go.
Busy man.
Go do your civic duty.
Yes. Thank you for everything.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. All right, Chris Giallo from Lukens with locations all over the Tampa Bay area. See, it's a family-run operation. It's not one of these big chains.
No.
You know, in 27 different, 35 different states. I mean, it's a local family. You know, that's why I like.
We love supporting it.
You know, absolutely. All right, so this is kind of, this is right up Roxanne's alley.
Woo,
this is,
bring it.
Somebody sent me a post that says that legend has it that if you forget something when you're leaving the house and go to retrieve it, you should stay put for a few minutes. Do you know why? Let me say this again. Legend has it that if you forget something when you leave your house and go back to retrieve it, you should stay at the house for a couple of extra minutes.
I have never heard this.
Okay.
But let me guess where it's going.
Okay.
And I'm making it relatable for myself. I'm not a big forgetter of stuff,
Mhm.
but I am a did I turn the curling iron off kind of person. Run back in the house. Maybe you're supposed to stay put to run back in the house if you feel forgetful because maybe something not good is going to happen if you leave at that exact moment.
You know,
you need to stay there, and that's your destiny to stay a moment longer.
You know what? You're really kind of barking up the right tree.
Okay.
So,
as a guess,
some people believe that it's your guardian angel intervening to delay and protect you from potential harm.
Wow.
Now, do I believe in that? I don't. but
that's okay. That's what it's called, a belief. You believe what you want.
You know, we ought to grab some calls on this after the break.
Okay.
We ought to grab some calls on this about.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You were delayed on something, and you
yes.
know what I think of is that you leave the house, you're pulling out of your driveway, you're going just down your street, you're in the neighborhood. Oh, son of a! I just forgot something. You go back to the house, and did that prevent you from getting hit head on by a tractor trailer?
Yes.
On I-75 that crossed the median and came into the other direction. You know, that's the kind of thing.
It's the I was supposed to be on that flight.
Yeah.
Kind of situations.
Hey, all right. I'll tell you what. Let's re-explore this in just a moment. Right after the break, let's see if we can grab some calls. If you think that that's happened to you, that something delayed you, you had to go back to get something, and did something then happen that could have happened to you, but you were delayed? All right, let's try to grab some phone calls on this on the other side of the break. And this brings to an end over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, including Jason Momoa just on the phone
That was fun.
From probably some car service Suburban up in Boston as they're going to another signing right now.
Right.
At some Boston liquor store. All right, we got a lot of stuff in the final hour. MJ Morning Show here on Q105, and we got an hour to go, so stand by. Let me tell you about my Banco. Morning Show on Q105. MJ with Roxanne. Fester is, well, he's still in town. He's wambooking me. He told me that he was going to be here today and yesterday, and somehow he turned it into a whole week off when he was supposed to get on a plane after today's show to go up to Hershey, Pennsylvania for his RV show.
Well, he made a great point. I'm gone all next week. He's like, if Roxanne's gone all next week, he's gone this week. No biggie.
Yeah. All right, hang on. Here's Jason Momoa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Did he do? Is it?
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, a little bit of an aloha right into.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show.
If you missed it, go back and listen to the podcast. Andrew, podcast generally up by 11 a.m. Yeah, that propagates to Spotify and to all Apple podcasts. So the MJ, our Q105 app. So we're on all the major platforms. So if you missed Jason Momoa live with us at 8:30 this morning, just go back and listen on the podcast, or you can watch us on MJ TV. And he dropped the F-bomb. So I had to dump that off of 104.7 FM, but that stays intact on the YouTube feed as well as on the podcast.
That was funny.
We don't cut that out.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you, Jason. So Jason Momoa and his partner Blaine will be at Lucan's on Saturday morning in town. There'll be a regular line, and then there's a VIP line. And the VIP line, they're selling tickets for that for $150, and it's you plus two, 3 people total, and you get a 6-pack of their vodka. I mean, you're paying for the vodka.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no premium to meet Jason Momoa.
Yeah, if you're on the fence, let me push you over it. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, Roxanne and Meredith are going to be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 9:06 at the MJ Morning Show. If you were listening just before the break, I had mentioned this. Somebody sent this to me, and this showed up in one of my direct messages. It was a little video reel on IG, and someone sent this to me yesterday. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. And if you're with us before the break, you heard me kind of lay this out, and I said, you know what? Let's take some phone calls or try to get some calls after the break. And what someone sent me was, legend has it that if you forget something when leaving the house and then return to retrieve it, you should stay put for a few minutes. It's believed that your guardian angel is intervening to delay and protect you from potential harm. So my question, has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been delayed by something? Or, it goes to the old story about somebody was running late, missed the plane, and then the plane crashed. And, that truly happened to somebody I knew.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Oh, you bet? Well, that's very common. You bet it. You. What are you saying? Are you?
No, I mean, I've heard those stories too. I mean, one of my family members was like, the Potomac was supposed to be on the flight on the Potomac. They crashed in the Potomac.
Palm 90?
Yeah.
That was Air Florida.
Yeah.
Call sign Palm 90.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You had a relative that was supposed to be on the Air Florida flight.
It may have been. I might be exaggerating just a tick.
You might be making it up completely.
No, I just make it up.
A total fabrication, a total freaking lie.
They flew that flight regularly.
Okay.
And something happened, and they weren't on that flight. So it's not that they missed it.
All right. But here's what I want to do. If you have ever, had anything similar where you got delayed, you got hung up by something, and then you missed something horrific. And if you were just a few minutes later, a few minutes earlier, did something intervene? Do you have a story to tell? Like the Jardiance lady. Do you have a story to tell?
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell.
All right, maybe not like that. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Any little guardian angel type story. 800-990-1047. So while we're getting calls screened, and the phones are ringing here, like to hear your story. Speaking of airplanes, this did happen to somebody I know. I went to summer camp with a kid. This is back in the mid-1970s, like 1975, 74, 75. And listen, what was I, 8 years old?
Okay.
8, 9 years old. And there was a kid that I went to summer camp. This is up in upstate New York. It was a camp called Camp Ranger up in Bethel, New York, where Woodstock was held, actually, the original Woodstock in summer 69. So that's where my summer camp was, a mile from the Woodstock site. So this kid lost his mother. I can't remember how his mom had died, but he had no mother. His father missed an Eastern Airlines flight. He was late, missed the flight.
Late.
That flight crashed. It was like 1973 or 74. If you want to do a Wikipedia search, just search for Eastern Airlines crash. I think it was a DC-9 in like 1973 or 74. And if the father he was on a business trip or something, if that father, I think it was flying back to New York maybe, I can't remember, or it happened. Anyway, it was something business related. His father was supposed to be on the flight, missed the flight. If the father was on the flight, he'd probably be missing not only the mother, missing the father as well.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, look at the phones. Every line, every single line has blown up here. Katie in Lakeland. Katie, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, MJ. So it happened in June where I had flight delays and missed my cruise ship to Alaska. And it turned out that almost everybody on the ship ended up with COVID.
Oh, my God.
Ooh,
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
And then can you imagine if they also came down with norovirus at the same time?
That would be horrible.
Yeah, that'd be terrible coming out of everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So, Katie, did you get a credit or did you lose out on your cruise?
Oh, I lost out.
So
because I didn't buy the insurance.
Oh, no. So you lost everything?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. All right, Katie.
But I didn't get COVID.
Yeah, there you go. Katie, thanks for listening. Thanks for calling in.
Uh-huh.
All right, Adam's in Alabama. Adam, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. What's up?
Well, we was in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. It's not really a joke, but I've always said that my guardian angel saved me with a 12-pack of beer. We were riding with another. It was a man and his son on a motorcycle. We were on a motorcycle, and we were riding together. You know, we didn't really know each other. We had just kind of met, and we're just kind of riding. And we were riding along, and all of a sudden, I remembered that I needed to get a 12-pack. So I pulled into the convenience store to grab the 12-pack. Well, we went ahead and fueled and, did everything. It took us a little while. Well, when we get back out, we pull out of the convenience store, and the highway's backed up, like traffic's backed up. So we're like, okay, so we're on a motorcycle, so we can navigate a little bit. So we kind of got up to where the accident scene was.
Splitting some lanes, huh?
Yes, of course. So we got up there, and the man and his son had been hit at the intersection just ahead of us. We would have been with them when that happened if I wouldn't have stopped and got that 12-pack.
Oh, man. What was their condition?
They airlifted them and never did find out what happened to them.
Oh, wow. And if you don't mind me asking, what brand of beer was it?
Michelob Ultra, and no, I'm not a girl.
Thank you. Good story, Adam. I hope they survived. I hope they're okay. Adam, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Appreciate you. Becky's in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Becky, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. So, I was probably about 8 years old, and I was walking with my brother. My great uncle had just died, and we were walking to one of his friends' house to see them again. A tree branch, like a very large tree branch, came down, and it came down, but then it went over and then back down, and it landed like right in front of us. And I swear to God, it was my uncle. We saw something fly away, and even just talking now, I mean, this was probably 20 years ago. It just still makes me, I miss my great uncle so much, and I swear it was him looking out for me, because he was always that person to just like look out and be one step ahead all the time. And I felt like he was there with me when that happened, because I was 8. I didn't know about, the laws of physics or anything, but my mom was like just amazed at how it came up, down, over, and then in front of us instead of landing on us. There's no wind that day, nothing, but then we saw something like vaguely white fly away right after that.
Wow. That's a story. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
And I can tell, I can hear your voice.
Yeah.
It's still very emotional for you.
Yeah, we still talk about him.
Come on, Becky, man up. Would you please? No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
No, that's Becky. I'm kidding.
Pull
It's
it
fine.
together,
It's fine.
Becky. No,
Yeah.
you're a sweetheart.
All right, Becky, thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
We had Alabama call in. Now we got New York City. Tina, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Which borough are you in?
I live on Long Island.
All right. Well, technically not New York City, but are you? Where in Long Island are you right now?
I live in Wandsworth, right by Jones Beach.
Yeah, so that is Nassau County.
Yes, Nassau.
Yeah, I know the Wantagh Expressway very, very well. All right, go ahead,
Yep.
Jeannie. I'm sorry, Tina. Go ahead.
That's okay. So this actually happened a number of years ago, and actually the anniversary is coming up. But I worked in New York City in two World Trades on the 58th floor, and that morning I was running late, and I had to drive to the Long Island Railroad parking lot, to the station lot, and I couldn't find a spot. And I was driving around and around, and I could have parked a couple blocks away. They have a couple different parking lots, but something told me, just wait it out. We were in the middle of a merger, so we worked really late the night before, and the team I was working with, they were like, whenever you get in, don't worry about it. So that kind of told me, all right, I didn't have to worry about hurry up and getting in. And I had to see at least 3 trains go by. And then by the time I actually still couldn't find a parking spot, made my own spot, which I ended up getting a ticket for later that day. Finally made it on the train. And then by the time we got to Jamaica, which is a major hub, they weren't, by that time I had learned of what happened. Back then, we didn't have the technology that we have.
Well, did they shut off all the LIRR trains to Penn Station?
They weren't letting any more go. I was on the first train to not go through to the city. They were just stopping it.
And Jeannie, you're calling in on Tuesday, September 10th, and tomorrow is the 23rd anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah. So I dealt with survivor's guilt for a very long time because I worked there for 4 years.
So you were in Tower 2?
I worked in I'm sorry, I worked in One World Trade.
Oh, you okay?
But my memory is it's still emotional.
Well, did you know anybody that was a victim of the towers collapsing?
We lost. I worked for a law firm. We lost one coworker. From what I've heard, she made it down, but nobody had seen her once she made it down to like the lobby area.
Yep.
But it really gets me because I loved my job. I was at my desk 8:30 every morning.
Oh, you would have been right there because the first plane hit at 8:46.
I would have been there.
Oh, geez. Wow, what a story. Tina, thank you. Just out of curiosity, you're listening to us up on Long Island. How did you come to listen to us?
I actually spoke with you once before. I do wildlife photography, so I make a yearly trip to Florida. And once, as we were driving out, just playing around on the radio, I like listening to, the morning talk. Came across you guys and thought you were hysterical. And ever since then, and this is going back 3 years ago, I listen to you guys on TuneIn Radio every morning.
Well, thank you. You've got great taste in radio, and obviously, we're much better than...
The Z Morning Zoo on Z100.
All right. So
thank you. You guys make my morning every day.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Much better than...
Rockin' Z100. Z100. Hot rockin' flamethrowing Z100. Hot rockin' Z the flamethrower. Z100.
All right, let me grab one more. Jeannie in Tampa. Jeannie, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi. Yeah, this didn't happen to me, but it was my supervisor in the early 2000s. She has lived in Tampa her whole life, and she's one of these people who believes you're either 15 minutes early or you're late. If you're on time, you're late.
Yep.
And
my daughter learned that. I think it was Coach Wade at Strictly Soccer. That was his deal. On time is late.
Yes. So she was always on time.
Yep.
So usually early. So this particular morning, she was on her way to work. Excuse me. And either she worked in Tampa or lived in St. Pete or vice versa. I can't remember now. But anyhow, this particular morning, anything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. The dog ran off the leash. She had to locate her dog. She forgot to turn her curling iron off. The car didn't want to start, whatever. So she's really upset, and she's running about 15 to 30 minutes late. On her way to work, she's listening to the radio. She would have been on the Skyway in the middle of the bridge when it got hit.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow, the original Skyway collapse. What was that, 1980?
Something like that. She said it literally saved her life, and she wasn't a religious type person, but she did say she felt like that day her guardian angel was looking over her, and if she started to run late somewhere, she said instead of getting frustrated, she always remembered that day, and she just let whatever happened happen.
That is insane.
That gives you chills.
Yeah, it was May 9th, 1980 was the Skyway collapse.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's why we have the new structure now. Hey, thanks for checking in, Jeannie. Have a good one.
You too. Have a great day.
Man, that turned into a segment
It
late
really
show.
did.
Look at
Jeez.
that. Phones just blew up. All right, 9:20 at the MJ Morning Show. Jason Momoa was great this morning. We gave away one VIP package with Jason on the phone. He got to pick, he wanted caller 6. Come on, give me a higher number. So we'll give away another VIP package to meet Jason Momoa and his partner Blaine at Lucan's Fine Wine and Spirits. It'll happen this Saturday at 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Lucan's Midtown in South Tampa. And that's it's gonna be a wild place. And we'll give away another package tomorrow. So we gave away one at 8:30 today. We'll do another VIP package that you can win tomorrow. Keep listening, and then we'll do another one on Thursday. So we'll give away 3 total VIP packages, courtesy of Lucan's and, of course, the MJ Morning Show. All right, when we get back, the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. You know that John and Kate +8, that reality series?
Yeah, I've never watched it, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, I never watched. I think I've probably seen like little bits and pieces on YouTube or whatever. Man, there's a disturbing story coming out of that. Also, Sean Diddy Combs news. You know, we're waiting for the hammer to drop. We're waiting for like the indictments to fly from the feds after the big raids on his places in Miami and out in Beverly Hills. Ryan Seacrest at his first Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and we got a lot of stuff. And some commentary. That whole Miami Dolphins Tyreek Hill story. I watched all of the released body cam video that I could get my hands on yesterday, and I've got some serious thoughts about the whole Tyreek incident with the police down outside of, I still want to call it Joe Robbie. What is it? It's Hard Rock now.
Right.
Yeah, Hard Rock Stadium. Still want to call it Joe Robbie Stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be Joe Robbie.
All right, anyway, we got a lot of stuff. Final chunk, MJ Morning Show is next here on 104.7 FM, Q105.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Well, thank you, Jason. Great having you on at 8:30 this morning. Big Tampa Bay Lukens appearance on Saturday. And we'll have more VIP tickets for you tomorrow morning than Thursday morning. 9:30 at the MJ Morning Show, the final chunk of the program. I thought you were wanting to say something right before the break. You had, started, and I was going into the break.
Oh, geez, that was 5 minutes ago. I've deleted that information.
All right, so gone?
I think I was just laughing at something you said. Whatever you teased or whatever you talked about, I was like, oh, okay, I'll stick around for that. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It was Joe Robbie Stadium. That was it.
No, it was after that.
No, it was after?
Yeah, it was after
Okay.
that. Hang on a minute. All right, hold on. Let me, I got text from the Cake Girl and Kirby because they want to do a vodka bottle cake for the Melee vodka and then bring it to Lukens on Saturday with the Jason Momoa event. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I should call them up.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Is this personal stuff? You want to do this on your own time, mister?
What?
I'm just kidding.
No, I mean this is
No, it's show related. It is.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Let me call. Let's see. Do I have? I'm trying to find the. Hang on. Hang on. Let me call Kirby and see if he's with the Cake Girl. All right. 813-842.
Oh, speaking of Kirby and the Cake Girl.
Yeah.
Guess where I was last night? Flamestone.
Oh yeah.
Big party there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Thank you, Mike. It's a beautiful night. You guys were there last week.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Hello.
Hey, Kirby, MJ, and Roxanne, MJ Morning Show Live. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. So, yeah, I think that a vodka bottle cake for Melee vodka, I think it'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So Christina's actually going to go and get this vodka bottle from Lukens, and we're going to put it side by side as we sculpt this thing in real time. So we're going to document the whole thing and then the unveil on Saturday with Roxanne.
Yay!
Yeah, that'll be great. I wish I could be here, but it's Michelle's birthday weekend, and I've got a special little excursion for Michelle. So I won't be there, but the pictures will be fantastic. So
Yeah, maybe we can get you on like a live or something.
Yeah, we could probably do that. Yeah, I'll be in a location where I could probably do that. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, we're excited. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see Jason's reaction to it.
Yeah, because listen, I know what you guys do. I know that you're going to make this. I know that you're going to make this vodka bottle look like it's a real vodka bottle, but it's cake. I mean, because the work is just unbelievable, and of course, the Cake Girl is a very valued sponsor here at the MJ Morning Show, and you can't even imagine. Well, you can't imagine. You just go to the website and take a look. But these cakes, I mean, every cake just blows me away. It's like, oh my God, it's incredible. And to take, go ahead.
Do you think Jason's ever even got a cake like this before?
No.
Hey, did you hear the interview? I called him Vodka Man instead of Aquaman. Nobody has made that correlation. I'm like, what the heck?
I know.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it when you said it. He's like, never heard it before. I'm like, what?
Yeah, a Vodka Man from Aquaman. It's a no-brainer. All right, listen, get the cake going, and this will be phenomenal.
Yeah, Christina just left. She was going to get the bottle, so she wanted to look at it in person rather than on the computer. So
all right.
We'll have it here in the bakery in just a couple hours to take a look at it and get the plan going. So we're excited.
Yeah, that'll be an awesome video, and I'm sure that that Jason Momoa and his social media and the vodka, I'm sure they'll share the cake. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they have to.
And Blaine
They have no
Halverton,
choice.
Jason's partner. All right, buddy, I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good day, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, that's I've got sponsors that are tying in. It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah, the Cake Girl is just incredible. Hey, so John and Kate +8.
Yes.
So much creepy stuff has emerged from, was it John that was, what was his controversy? Didn't he have, I mean, all these reality shows, it's like, has there been a reality show on like TLC or what are the other channels where all these reality shows are? This was never
TLC,
it was never my
no, that's
bag.
not my genre.
Yeah.
Reality stations, like the Oprah's reality station.
Listen, what I'm trying to say here is, have there been any of these reality shows that have been untouched by scandal in some fashion?
No. They all did.
Who was the one that got busted for like pedophilia and?
I see. Again, this is not really my genre, so
Fester would know that.
Yeah, he would. He would maybe. Yeah, call him.
Yeah.
I mean, Netflix has their own brands of reality shows. Reality TV World.
No, I'm talking about the cable networks.
I know.
Through the 90s and the 2000s, all these damn reality.
Okay. I thought it was. No, it's not John and Kate +8. I know who you're talking about. The pedo one. It was the Big Family.
Yeah.
Which John and Kate +8 is a big family, but this is even bigger.
Yeah. So,
the Summerman, the blah 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 Mern. Who are they?
Yeah, Fester knows. Hey. So you're our reality TV pro.
We have reality TV knowledge gaps here.
Yeah, so who was the Big Family show where the guy got the guy or the kid or?
Hold on. All right, say it again.
Where the hell are you?
We're about to board. They're up to boarding group 5, and I'm in boarding group 8.
Oh, you got the last boarding group on American Airlines?
American stacks backwards. I'm in row 5.
Oh, wow. All right. So, that's right. Because wait a minute. I thought you told him you broke your leg for early boarding.
No, I broke my leg for better seating. I can walk on anytime.
Oh, my God. He's such a racketeer. All right. So what was the show where one of the members of the family got in trouble for like pedophilia or kiddie porn or something?
The Duggars.
Oh, okay. All right. So tell me, what was the story there?
Oh, God. The oldest son was into pictures of kids.
Oh, God. Yeah, I knew it was something.
I don't know that he met up with anybody or did anything like that. But
that was called, what was the name of the show, Andrew? 19 Kids and Counting. All right, so, Fester, what do you know about John and Kate +8?
Oh, my God, I love John and Kate +8. They were such a great couple until they weren't.
See, we came to the right place.
They had octuplets.
Yeah.
They had six kids. They had sextuplets, and they had 2 other kids, and they lived in Pennsylvania. They got divorced. Kate is the one that got that duck tail hairdo. That the Karen hairdo?
Oh, that's right, that everyone then copied.
That originates back to, I think, like the biggest person to first really embrace it was Kate. They've been on TV for 12 years.
Yeah. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is John and Kate +8 star claims, this is insane, Colin Goslin, that's right, the Goslins,
one of the sons,
who was one of the 8 child stars on the hit TV series John and Kate Plus 8 claims that his mother zip-tied his arms and legs together and locked him in the basement as a youngster in a bombshell interview that he just gave.
I tell you, the mother was under a lot of stress. There's a lot of things that you learn how not to be a parent by watching Kate Gosselin.
The 20-year-old made the shocking accusation against his mom, Kate Gosselin, in an interview with the U.S. Sun that was published yesterday. He alleged that his mother would keep him in an area of the basement that was specially built for his punishment, spending hours or even entire days alone in the dark while she monitored him on security cameras. This is like some kind of James Gum serial killer basement. All we need is Precious falling down the well.
No kidding.
All we need is, it places the lotion in the basket. It places the lotion in the... Put the freaking lotion in the basket!
That's all it's missing.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
And
He's 20 years old now?
And tucking a wang between your legs and walking with night vision goggles on. You need that too. All right.
He's 20 years old. They were like on TV, like as newborns.
Oh, yeah.
And then they got their show when they were like 3 or 4. So he's been on TV his whole life. Wow.
All right.
And they're divorced now.
Hey, Fester, we miss you. Today we talked to Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa.
I was running late to the airport.
Yeah.
And I heard the tail end of the Jason Momoa where he botched the ID like 4 times.
Did you hear him drop an F-bomb?
No, because I dumped it.
I listened on the radio.
Okay.
I dumped it on the radio, but the Jason Momoa dropping the F-bomb is going to be on the podcast when that posts around 11 o'clock, and it's also on MJTV.
Right. Okay, well, good. And Roxanne, enjoy meeting Jason this weekend, and if you need me, call me. Otherwise, don't.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I hope you sell a bunch of RVs.
Sell some RVs. Go get them.
All right.
All right. Goodbye.
I mean, it's just whatever I want to know about reality television.
Oh, he's a wealth of knowledge.
Just peeling. I know. I mean, can you imagine? Who would have pictured Fester knows everything about all these creepy reality TV show families?
Right? Isn't
knows
that funny?
everything. And how sick is that? That one of the sons claimed that he was zip tied and locked in the basement for days.
Awful.
I mean, that's like that movie Room or something.
Yeah.
With what's her, the cute one? What's her name?
Brie Larson.
Yeah, she's a hottie. Yeah.
Scary movie.
It's like he was in Room before Room was even a movie.
I know.
My God.
Ick.
All right. Oh, Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Okay, what's the latest?
Yeah, so he's putting his $61.5 million mansion in Beverly Hills up for sale.
Good idea.
Yeah, he probably, bank that money now.
For legal
or
fees.
Get rid of the mortgage. I don't know if that thing's paid for. But, my guess is that he's going to Club Fed. Well, maybe not Club Fed. He's going to federal.
Yeah.
Something's going to come down here. I mean, they had those raids at his homes in Miami and in Beverly Hills. This home, I think that's up for sale for $61.5 million. But it's just a matter of time, I think, before the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida or Los Angeles, before I would imagine that there's going to be an indictment and charges.
I'm looking at a photo. Maybe you saw this, MJ, because it's on the New York Post story. And I assume it's a recent photo of him, and he's just staring very solemnly into the camera. And it doesn't even really look like him because he's, his aura of I'm so cool, I'm infallible, invincible is missing.
Oh, he's been knocked down. He's been knocked down like 100 pegs.
Exactly.
Yeah. So his big, huge estate, 10 bedrooms, 17,000 square feet. This is his big mansion in Beverly Hills, 17,000 square feet. I mean, that's like what is that? That's like a Michael's Arts and Crafts or something. I mean, that's 17,000. That's a big spot.
You can get, yeah.
Yeah. So 17,000 square foot mansion. He's listed it for $61.5 million.
Now, does the price go up or down, knowing that's the house of Sean Diddy Combs
I
and all
thought
the
about
crazy
that.
things that have happened in these various rooms?
Well, the word is that there are hidden cameras in all the rooms where Sean Diddy Combs, again, allegations were made that he was videoing guests in their rooms, and there's a whole collection of videos. I mean, that sounds like, sort of like Jeffrey Epstein-esque or something. But I got to believe that something's coming down.
Right.
You know, the clock is tick, 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 ticking. It's just a matter of time before the shoe drops on Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah.
Clearly, the feds have something big. The simultaneous raids in Miami and Beverly Hills and all the allegations. You know, I think that, hey, where there's smoke, there's some serious fire. And I think I'm just waiting for the day. It's got to be at some point in the next couple of months that there's the big announcement of some kind of an indictment against Sean Diddy Combs. And it looks like he's dropping some real estate right now, maybe prepping for that situation. So, hey, Ryan Seacrest, oh my God, I'm heartbroken. I missed the debut of Ryan Seacrest on Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I didn't tune in.
You weren't waiting with popcorn, ready to see how he did, ready to critique every move of his?
No, believe it or not, I did not tune in for, did you, Roxanne?
No, I missed it. But, I mean, we should have because we learned the other day that game shows are good for our brains. But, no, I missed Ryan Seacrest's debut. I guess people were happy with it.
Yeah, I was watching the new video with the Hawk Tua girl making lasagna on YouTube where she goes Hawk Tua in the lasagna. Right into the lasagna.
Hawk Tua. Special ingredient.
Folks, I'm kidding. Don't search YouTube. There's no video of the Hawk Tua girl making lasagna online. Okay, I just made that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the deal with Ryan Seacrest and his debut last night, show number 1 of him taking over for Pat Sajak. I guess word is he did not mention Pat Sajak by name in his debut. Wouldn't you think he would thank Pat Sajak? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that he would say it's an honor to succeed?
That was the show.
Yeah.
How do you not do that? That's like not addressing the big elephant in the room.
What time is it? 9:44. All right, let's do just one final thing. Oh, you know what? Oh, crap.
You had a couple things you wanted.
Well, I had Fester on the phone.
Right.
And I forgot to mention that because Fester's going to want to go to the funeral, the Waffle House CEO died.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, that.
Hang on, let me call Fester on the plane.
Because you know why? That guy shaped his life. If you think about it, because of that, not that guy in particular, directly because of his actions.
Yeah.
That's how Fester's life was kind of shaped with those stories. He would go with his dad late at night and see what life was all about sitting in a Waffle House.
Calling Fester, 813-310-8444. Feel free to check in with Fester over the week to see how he's doing with the RV sales. Fester, are you on board now?
Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. All right, try it now.
Are you on board?
I'm in the jetway.
Oh, you're in the jetway. Hey, I forgot to mention to you, the Waffle House CEO died.
R.I.P. I know. He was young, too, like 50-something.
Dude, he's 58 years old.
Yeah, young guy.
My God.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't read the story that well. I just read the headline. So this wasn't the founder. This was just the current CEO.
Yeah, he was shot in the parking lot at 3 in the morning at a Waffle House just outside of Atlanta.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But that's the kind of thing that happens in a Waffle House parking lot at 3 in the morning. No, they have not disclosed what took him, that we don't know what killed him.
Yeah, that's really sad. I mean, all those hash browns he's not going to be enjoying and bacon, egg, and cheese platters.
Well, again, just going to one of his Waffle Houses and just, looking at things at 2:26 on a Friday night,
Look, I told you that's the story that I'm proud of. My father taught me about real life and real people by taking me to the Waffle House at 1:30 in the morning on summer vacation, and we would see all of humanity roll in.
And you know what else your father said? He said, son, life is simple. It's either cherry red or midnight blue.
Yeah, mine's cherry red.
All right, buddy. Have a nice flight.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Yeah, the Waffle House. And then finally, before we get out of here, 9:46 at the MJ Morning Show. Got some thoughts on the whole Tyreek Hill encounter. The Miami Dolphin player that was like cuffed and, tossed on the ground. I mean, this is just hours before the game on Sunday down at the Hard Rock Stadium in Broward. And, I watched a lot of the body cam video. I think that there's blame on both sides. I think that Tyreek Hill could have been a little bit more compliant with the officers. I think that the initial officer, and then I think that they went a little overboard after the fact. I mean, they had to know he was a Dolphins player. Not that they should get any special treatment, but looking at the body cam video, and it was released, the police department, the Miami-Dade Police Department is saying that they want full transparency. Hey, is that stadium in, I thought it was in, is the stadium, it's like right on the line. Doesn't the Broward and Miami-Dade line go right through it or something?
In fact, I always forget which one it's in because it is right there.
But I think that the property might be sitting in both counties,
in both counties.
Yeah,
okay, that makes sense.
I might be wrong, though, but it's right on the Miami-Dade and Broward County line.
Yeah.
All right, so if it's Miami Gardens, then that's Miami-Dade County. Yeah. But I thought maybe some of the parking lots were in Broward.
Yeah, I mean, the parking's all around, so that would make sense.
Yeah, anyway. All right, so I assess blame, and I have some audio. If you haven't heard some of the audio here, hang on a minute. All right, listen to some of the audio.
Was there speeding? Move forward.
All right, just a little bit of the audio. Here's the cop tapping on the window, and he lowers the window and then puts the window back up. That pisses the cop off. Cop's trying to talk through the window, and...
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window like that, though. Like what? Don't knock on my window like that. Why you have it up? Don't knock on my window like that.
He's saying, don't knock on my window like that.
Let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to you. Just get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Then Tyreek says, do what you got to do. Well, they yanked him out of the car.
Keep it down. Hey, keep your window down. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm going to get you out of the car.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Here we go.
Get out of the car.
Game on.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. Get out. Get out.
He gets yanked out of the car.
Get out! Damn.
Wow.
What part of Dallas do you understand? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
All right, so you heard him say, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I think he's on the phone with his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, right? He's the famous agent.
That's it, Drew Rosenhaus, yeah.
Isn't he the Show Me the Money? Wasn't Show Me the Money patterned after him? Or?
There was some inspiration for Jerry Maguire from him, yes.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you got to do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
Wow. And then you saw at the game when he scored a touchdown, they did in the end zone, they did a handcuffing. They had handcuffs, and they handcuffed him in the end zone after a Dolphins touchdown on Sunday. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I assess some blame on both sides. I think that he should just comply with the cops, just sort it out. Don't escalate it. He helped to escalate matters. Just get out of the car and sort it out. Let the cops be rough or make a mistake. I don't think it would have escalated, but I think that he was uncooperative originally, Tyreek Hill, and then I thought the cops were a little too aggressive in Miami-Dade. So, again, let me turn my referee mic on as I stand right on the 50-yard line and, deliver my play call. Ladies and gentlemen, the penalties will offset.
That's some official NFL referee language right there.
Exactly. So I put blame on both sides. I think he should have been more compliant right off the bat. I thought the cops were a little heavy-handed, even when things escalated. All right, folks, and listen, the cop's been reassigned.
Has he really?
Yeah, he's been reassigned, I guess, pending an investigation. All right, folks, it's 9:51 at the MJ Morning Show. We're running a little late here. Another awesome MJ Morning Show here on a Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. And, of course, we'll have another VIP package to go meet Jason Momoa at Lucan's on Saturday morning. And then we'll give away another one on Thursday. So 2 more to give away. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. MJ Morning Show on Q105. And do me a favor. Tyreek Hill, let's be careful out there.
The Q105 app is your connection to all the big contests. Powered by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-46 free.
That's 1-800-747-37.